Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Big Vile Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share the live. Most importantly, make sure you share the live. Um, this right here gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. As y'all already saw the title, man. It's gonna be a good one. Yes, Lord. I got some heat for y'all tonight. Let me see something. What's up, EJ? What's up, everybody? What's up, Blessed One? What's up, Mildred? I tell y'all something. Tell y'all, man. These people, man, you gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful of the things you do and say. You know, you gotta be mindful. T Glenn, what's up? What's up? Y'all come on in, man. Y'all see the title. Tiffany Haddish and Aaron Spears accused of child sexual abuse. Man, I hate to see this. I hate to see this. I hate to see this type of situation, but this is something that we speak about, and this is why we speak. This is something that we speak about over here, and this is something that we do over here, and that's called address our own. We address our own. You know, we addressed our own. We address our own people over here, because we can do that. We can do that. We can hold our own accountable. But one thing about it is, you know, when you're not sticking together, what's up, everybody? What's up, Gail? What's up, Barbara? What's up, Netta? What's up, Nene? Oh yeah, I'm finna, man. Look, now I don't know how familiar y'all are with it. I don't know how familiar y'all are with Tiffany Haddish choice of words when it came to our brother R.Kelly. What up, Big Willie? But you know, I had to address it because guess what? Cool by Jay, what's up? I remember. Now I'm finna take a few more minutes. I'm gonna let a few more people get in here, man. Y'all go tell y'all people they need to get in here because they don't want to miss this. They don't want to miss this. Tell y'all people, say, man, Big Vi Live, man, come on. Tell Big Vi Live, come on. So Big Vi Live, come on in, hit that like button, man. Hit my like, hit my share. Come in, hit my like, hit my share. Come in, hit my like, hit my share. Come on. Come on. Let's do this, man. Let's do it. Let's get it. We get up to about 30 people, man. When we hit 30 people in here, man, we going in. We hit about 30 people in here, we going in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Let people know they need to get here. They need to get here. Tell the people they need to get here. Come on in, man. What up, Lil Mac? What up, Lil Mac? Hey, look here, man. Hey. It's finna go down. Come on in, man. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, man. go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road, man. Let's go and get this show on the road. Let's go and get this show on the road. Because I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. If I can't do nothing else, I can get this show on the road. Tiffany Haddish and Aaron Spears accused of child sexual abuse. Well, where do I want to go first? I'm going to take that off. Let's see. Where I'm going to start it. Tell y'all, you got to be mindful of what we do, what we say. Because what goes around always come back around. What goes around more than often always come back around. You can't go out here talking about people, you know, speaking on other people's situations when, like I always say, if you haven't swept at your own door, how can you go and address somebody else's situation that's at their door? It's impossible. We must first start by addressing our own situations before we start to go speak on what someone else got going on in their life, what someone else got going on in their private dwelling. But as we see, this is something that has become a thing. This has become a thing. But hey, karma's a motherfucker. And ain't nobody subjective, ain't nobody exempt. That's the word I'm looking for. Nobody's exempt from being accused of something. Now, to understand what I'm saying, I'm not saying that she done anything. I'm not saying that he done anything. But I'm saying nobody is exempt from being accused of something. So this is why we have to be mindful of the things we choose to speak on. And when we speak about things, we have to be mindful of the things we choose to say. Because those same things that we may frown upon others about may be the same allegation that we may have to defend ourselves for. That's what these people don't understand. We all are governed by the same God. We all are governed by the same God. And God ain't just God for you. He's God for us. He's a just God for everybody. And guess what? Everybody is subjected to some type of scrutiny. We all are going to go through something. We all are going to have our mishaps. We all are going to fall short. That's everybody. Each and every individual that walks the face of this earth. There's no such thing as perfect. And if you know where it's at, I want you to stay far away from me. Because God didn't design none of us to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? God didn't design none of us to be perfect. So when it comes down to, speaking on people when they in a spot of, when they're at a point in their life where they're going through something, and not, and it don't look too good at the moment, but people tend to, like, they say, you like to kick a man while he down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna kick. I don't even want to kick this sister. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to bash this sister, but one thing I want this sister to understand. This is what we're talking about in our community. This is why we said our community need to stick together. This is why we said our community need to uphold one another. Because when these things start to shape and start to form, guess who's the butt of the joke? You know what I'm saying? It's all he ha ha then. But when you become the butt of the joke, can you handle that pressure the same way you dished it out? Can you handle that pressure the same way you dished it out? So Tiffany, when you were asked about the R. Kelly situation, you had very choice words to say, along with a convicted pedophile. I mean, I ain't gonna say not a pedophile. Along with a convicted rapist, Charlemagne the God. You sitting here talking about R. Kelly standing next to Charlemagne the God. Can you make that make sense? Can you make that make sense? How could you possibly be talking about R. Kelly standing next to Charlemagne the God? I'm trying to understand it. How could you be talking about R. Kelly standing next to Charlemagne the God? Tiffany, she ready. She ready. Right? That what you say, huh? She ready. But you standing next to Charlemagne the God talking about R. Kelly. Can you make that make sense? How in the hell could you be standing next to this man who pled guilty to drugging a young woman under the age, but you're speaking on R. Kelly? Can you make that make sense? Can anybody in the chat make that make sense? Do anybody in the chat understand what I'm saying? You are standing next to Charlemagne the God that pled guilty to a sexual assault crime. But y'all both are speaking negative on the situation that Robert Kelly is going through. I can't make sense of it. I mean, that's, to me, is right, Gail, hypocritical. Hypocrites. Can you make that make sense? So let's go. What's up, Sippin'? Let's go, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all know if I gonna bring it. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna bring it. Let's go.
With everything you've heard, with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy.
Hold on right quick. All right, let's get it.
With everything you've heard, with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy. It was the lyrics that was sexy. So, no, he's never been sexy. I think it's foul if he locking up kids and doing things to them. That's wrong. And then why they not like you gonna lock a dude? Didn't they lock up old boy for fighting dogs and he didn't actually fight the dog?
Yeah.
But he got kids locked up and they ain't doing shit?
I think R. Kelly is trash, and I don't understand why we keep accepting R. Kelly in the culture, because we have ousted people out of the culture for less. He called himself the Pied Piper. You know what the Pied Piper was? The Pied Piper literally a child molester. He literally played music and let kids out of a village never to be seen again. Why do we give R. Kelly country? I don't get it, man.
Boy, do y'all hear? This dude, they say the Pied Piper was a child molester. Man, look, I gotta let y'all hear that again. Now listen. This is what I'm saying. When you gotta be mindful of the things that you put out into the universe, because the universe always tend to come back around again. You know, everything, you gotta be mindful of what you put out, because what you put out gonna be what you take in. You have to be very mindful of those things that you do. You gotta be mindful of those things that you say. You are speaking negatively of R. Kelly about some young ladies when you standing next to a guy who pled guilty for drugging a young lady and sleeping with her underage. I mean, we can't make this up. You can't make this up. Now, this is what you said back in 2019, 2020. And then it's so ironic, though. You said that 2020, in 2019, 2020, but look at it in 2022. Tiffany Haddish and Ariel Spears being accused of sexual abuse. Then you say R. Kelly not sexy, but hey, I'm gonna let you have it. You seem like you getting your R. Kelly on right now. I'm just saying, it looks like to me that you seem like you ready. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It looks like to me that you seem like you ready. Seem like you getting your R. Kelly on right here in this pitch on the string. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying, it seemed like she ready. You know, she say R. Kelly not that sexy, but she going for the R. Kelly look. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I'm just, look, y'all. I'm not trying to talk about the lady or nothing like that, but I'm just saying it seemed like she ready. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, though. Look, I don't want nobody to get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like she ready. You know what I'm saying? Look at the head. You know what I'm saying? Boom. R. Kelly. One, I come to your room. You know what I'm saying? She getting her R. Kelly on. You know what I'm saying? But look. Hey, y'all, look. She finally ready. You hear me? R. Kelly not that sexy. That was her word. You know what I'm saying? Those were her words, not mine. You know what I'm saying? She said that, not me, you know. But don't hold that against me. You know what I'm saying? She's speaking like that on Kel, but then she's sitting here standing on the side of a convicted rapist. Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? But there was that energy. You know what I'm saying? That's that masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? And then they come and say, hold on. Let's play it back. See what, let's just play it back. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to, let's hear what she got to say. Let's hear what these choice words that she got to say again. Let's see what these choice words is again. You know what I'm saying? Let us hear let us pray for this woman. You know what I'm saying? God, hey, we're going to pray for this sister because she needs Jesus. Charlemagne need Jesus. Let's pray for these folks. See, people are going to go. See, don't you hate them? Man, I know everybody that had that one neighbor that always want to come in your yard picking up paper. You know what I'm saying? When they cut their grass and you ain't cut your grass, they want to come start cutting your grass, trying to make you feel bad and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just go sweep at your own door. Just sweep at your own door. I'm okay with that. Just sweep at your own door. I sweep at my door when I get ready. I don't need you to come sweeping at my door. Address your problem. You need y'all. A lot of these people out here, they need a mirror. A lot of these people need a mirror so they can address themselves. See, a lot of these people, they can't get comfortable with themselves. They can't get comfortable with their shadows. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to look in a mirror. They don't want to address the person who need to be addressed. What Michael Jackson say? I'm stuck facing the man in the mirror. A lot of people need to face that person in the mirror and ask themselves, is your background clean? Is your past clean? You know what I'm saying? What have you done that may not be in the good eye of the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Because we all have done something. Nobody is perfect. We all have sinned at some point. That's us. That's the nature of human. None of us are perfect. We all fall short in some area. So sometimes it ain't always about kicking our brother or sister while they down. But when our brother or sister go out on a limb, such as these two, Beavers and Butthead, we have to address them. We have to address them. You know what I'm saying? We have to address them. But we still gonna stand behind this sister. We're not standing behind Charlemagne. But I'm still going to stand behind this sister, but I got to let my sister understand. When you go against the grain, guess who going to be there to support you? Your people. Your people still got your back. Your people still got your back. That's what you have. That's what our culture have to understand. We have to stick together. We have to hold each other accountable, but we ain't got to kick our people when they down. But guess what? Some of our people choose to do that because guess what? We got to please somebody. You know what I'm saying? We got to please somebody. But we have to learn how to hold each other accountable and stick by each other. It ain't always about kicking. It ain't always about throwing somebody under the bus. Whether I don't know if this woman innocent or guilty. I never speak to that. But this is what I'm speaking to when you be so fast to speak about other people's situations, and look how life come back to you. Look how life come back and hit you in the face. This live ain't this. I ain't bringing nobody on the panel right now. Look how life hits you in the face. Look how life hits you in the face. All of us, nobody is exempt from being accused of something. We all could be accused, and one of us. But it's one thing to come out and start speaking on situations that you weren't there. You don't know what's went on. You don't know what's the details in depth or whatever the situation may be. When you come out and start speaking a certain way, sometimes we have to let the evidence and the facts play out. I don't know if this sister innocent. I don't know if this sister guilty. But what I do understand is that she did speak about the situation regarding to r.kelly, and listen at the things that the choice words that she had to say.
With everything you've heard, with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy. It was the lyrics that was sexy. So, no, he's never been sexy. I think it's foul if he locking up kids and doing things to them. That's wrong. And then why they not like you gonna lock a dude? Didn't they lock up old boy for fighting dogs and he didn't actually fight the dog?
Yeah.
But he got kids locked up and they ain't doing shit?
I think R. Kelly is trash, and I don't understand why we keep accepting R. Kelly in the culture, because we have ousted people out of the culture for less. You call yourself the Pied Piper. You know what the Pied Piper was? The Pied Piper literally a child molester. He literally played music and let kids out of a village never to be seen again. Why do we give R. Kelly country? I don't get it, man.
So let's go here. Y'all know Big Vi. We going here. The legend. What'd you say? What Malik say? I don't know what Malik talking about. But I tell you one thing, tonight ain't gonna be about that negative. If you coming to call whatever you want to do tonight ain't gonna be about that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But yo, he called himself the Pied Piper, right? They say the Pied Piper was a rapist. Oh my God. They say the Pied Piper was a rapist, right? They say the Pied Piper was a rapist. You just heard what Tiffany said. You just heard what Charlamagne said. Malik, what they just told me. Malik, what they said? You heard, what you heard that I didn't hear? What you heard that I didn't hear, Malik? I sure like to know. I uploaded the content. So I want to know what you heard that I didn't hear. Because you sitting here talking about a man who's being accused of something, standing next to a man who has pled guilty to doing the same thing that you talking about another man did, that being accused of. Can you make that make sense? I would like to know. See, this is where you're gonna draw the line tonight. I'm gonna hit the link, Malik. You come back up and say what you gonna say. But like I say tonight, I ain't having that negativity tonight. That secret society, if it involved in letting people, what's up, Lavish, Lady Talk? If it involved letting people like Charlamagne get away with pleading guilty to sex crimes, drugging an underage female, then that's a society I don't even want to be in that society. Anyway, that's just the hypocrite. That part of it alone, to me, you sitting here standing next to a man who pled guilty to sexually assaulting a young lady after drugging her. Speaking on a man who's being accused of sex crimes. Can you make that make sense?
You gonna listen to my opinion?
I just told you I'm listening to your opinion, but I ain't having that negativity tonight, though.
Okay. First, in order to listen and hear me, your personal emotion got to come out. What I'm saying to you is this. They just told you in their response on, he's no longer one of the protected boys. The reason why he's going through what he's going through is somewhere along the line, he didn't do a favor he was supposed to. He spoke on something he shouldn't have spoke on, or ICT, whatever. He's no longer a protected individual. If y'all want to call it a secret society, so be it. The reason why he's going through what he's going through is he's no longer a protected individual. It's not like they just woke up and came up with this idea that he does this. This is something that was said before. You have, and a lot of other people have, a lot of valid facts. But what I'm saying is the same things they said before have came back. And now they've came back to which the powers that be are letting it go through. Everything that happens in big business, it's a pecking order. When his phone rang, somebody told him to do a specific task. He didn't do the task. He may have gotten another call and was supposed to do something. He told somebody somewhere F him or F them. And what happens is they showed him who was the bigger fish. He was a sacrificial lamb in the grand scheme of the powers that be. They just told you. Like Mike Vick. Mike Vick wasn't convicted because he fought dogs. He got convicted because he lied about it. All you got to do is look. Woody Allen. Woody Allen been accused of not only messing with an underage young lady, he married her. You see, they don't mess with Woody Allen. Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Lewis, they say. See, they don't mess with them. When you playing the game at that level, you have to play the game till its fullest. The moment that you get a call to play and you don't play, they don't need you. As all the facts keep coming out, more and more things keep coming out, how all these different people playing a part and all these intricate parts, even down to the dude, McDavid. Like I told Danny the other day, dude, sound like dude trying to cover his butt. Sound like dude that made a deal with the feds. So whatever deal he made with the feds, if and when R. Kelly beats this joint here and they go back to New York, you can't use McDavid again because his deal was probably he's going to talk one time and that's it. See, everybody keeps looking at if R. Kelly did it or if he didn't do it. That's not what you need to look at. You need to look at, well, yo, beforehand, how did he even get entangled in this? Because like Greenberg said, it's the same thing from back in the day. It's just twisted a little different. So that takes out the double jeopardy thing because they worded it different. See, you're not playing checkers when you're playing with the government. You're playing chess. And a lot of folks seem to be pawns.
Can I ask you something? What McDavid had to do with the New York trial?
I'm merely saying to you on yesterday, the other day, Dana presented a piece of evidence that McDavid put out there, because I guess McDavid is snitching or covering his booty. What I'm saying to you is, if they take that piece of evidence, and I think you were in the chat, and they use that in here, in this particular case in Chicago, and let's say he beats it, you can't bring McDavid back on the stand in anything that went in New York or anything going forward, which means the chances of you getting something overturned because, let's say, McDavid lied in New York is now immiscible because he has immunity.
So you saying McDavid got immunity right now?
I don't know what the man has. I don't have that type of information.
He don't.
Listening to the information that he gave according to Dana, I'm almost willing to bet you he got immunity, boss.
How? I'm trying to understand how.
I don't know if you ever had a beef, and I don't know if you ever been in that particular predicament. When a person releases certain information, he's only released it because he's privy to that information. And he's only going to release it to CYA. Once he's CYA, everybody else is just sacrifice.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. So what victim in this case in Chicago was got to do with the victims in the New York case?
I'm not comparing the victims. I'm saying, did McDavid testify in New York?
They weren't even a part of a New York case.
Okay, now that you're saying that, McDavid gave the information he gave the other day, right? So now that even makes it more obvious to what I'm saying. So going back, whenever you try to bring up people who were in New York, who they said perjured themselves in New York, who talked in this situation, and let's say McDavid talked there, which you would know, or you people, pardon me, the powers that be would know more than me, because I don't keep up that close with who did what and when. I'm saying to you, folks like him who relinquish information like he relinquished only do it because they got immunity. The chick, as they call Jane, she got on the stand and said what she said because she has immunity.
Every single person did. Every single person in the case got immunity.
Now
let me clear something up real quick. Everybody that's being used as a front person in Chicago, they were witnesses in New York, except for Rashawn and her mama, and probably a couple other ones. On top of that, let's go here. I didn't know that McDavid did have immunity, but it was presented to me that, you know, his immunity deal, and he got that, and I guess he tested the government when he took the home monitor off himself and put it on his dog and went to the hospital. So yeah, McDavid do have immunity, but to what degree is his immunity on? That's what nobody know.
Excuse me. Hey, Va, listen to me. I keep telling you, I respect you to the fullest, dog. When you take the emotion out, the facts is there. Everybody.
I'm asking you, what's the emotion? That's what I'm asking you. Because you speaking an opinion and I speak an opinion, but your opinion don't have no emotion, but mine do.
No,
I'm trying to make sense of that.
Because everything you kept saying, I don't have the time. It's nobody bringing you BS. As much as what Tiffany had said you don't like, and Charlemagne the God said you don't like, they told you. They was flat out and told you, dog, he's no longer one of us.
I look at it like this. I don't care. Charlemagne, Tiffany haddish, what they saying to me is bullshit.
Okay.
Because this is how I look at it. The way I see what they saying is bullshit. Regardless of you feeling how you feel about it, my whole thing, you gonna speak about a situation that involves somebody. You want to say, well, he dealing with these girls, how he go on, but you standing on the side of a man who been convicted, who pled guilty to dealing with underage girls, drugging them. It ain't about what they say. I'm talking about her as a person. When you say I don't like this person, I never liked this person because of these girls or because of these accusations of him dealing with these young ladies or whatever the situation may be, but you standing next to somebody who has pled guilty to doing the same thing.
The way she spoke and what she spoke on is all smoke and mirrors. When I say take your emotion out as a person,
Bob, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Bob. Something in the background.
That ain't me. That's probably Malik.
It's not me at all.
Bob, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Bob. Something in the background.
I don't even know who's on the panel, so I can't. All I see is the legend.
Now, somebody on that. Let me see. Is it still echoing? Are y'all still there?
I'm here.
Nisha, you still there?
Yes, I'm here, baby.
Malik still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, and this is the whole thing. Like even coming on my live tonight, my live wasn't about being a part of a society. It wasn't about none of that. My whole point that I was making when I made this live tonight was saying this. In fact, people have to start sweeping at their own door before they start to speak on others. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't about being a part of the society. Was she telling you to this? No, this live has nothing to do about none of that. My whole intent and purpose for this live is to give an example of how is it that people can go around and have so much to say about others when they ain't even addressing their own shit that they dealing with.
Okay. Maybe the whole sound bite from Tiffany Haddish and Charlamagne the God wasn't the best route to go if that was your topic.
But how is it not? You speaking on a man that's been accused. This was in 2019, 2020. That's been accused of a sexual allegation.
Okay. Just so me and you clear, and who else on the panel, I can't see it. You just said that the purpose of your live was to ask because you wonder why people can sweep at other people's door and don't focus on sweeping at their own door, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Again, and my purpose of bringing the video was to prove that Tiffany Haddish actually addressed the docuseries and R. Kelly accusation. Not the simple fact. It doesn't matter what she said, didn't say, whatever. My whole intentions, and I'm asking Nisha Mo, do you understand what I'm saying? Bless One, do you understand what I'm saying? To the simple fact that she took the time to address R. Kelly's situation. Period.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I understand what you're saying. So again, let me say this. That soundbite, you could have left that out because I
don't have to leave out the soundbite because it's her words. The soundbite is needed because it's her words.
Okay. So
do you get what I'm saying, bro? That's just like if somebody come and tell you, what if somebody coming to tell you, oh, Big Vi said this, other than playing a recording of me saying what they trying to tell you I said.
Okay. Again, I totally understand what you're saying. But if the topic is about checking yourself, you didn't need the soundbite. You could
Malik, all right, man. We finna move on with the show from that part right there. We're gonna move on from the show because the point that I'm trying to make is just simply about somebody speaking on a situation that simply could have just say, I have no comment. Simple. You know what I'm saying? I have no comment.
And again, I'm saying people do that for smoke and mirrors because it's easier for them to point a finger forward than to point a finger behind, meaning at themselves.
But that's the same thing they say. That's the same thing they say about everybody pointing the finger. Everybody pointing the finger, but ain't nobody addressing the people who pointing the finger.
Oh, okay, again, even when addressing the people that point the finger as them being individuals, it's easier for someone to say, hey, look at Vi across the street. He didn't cut his grass, versus looking at their own grass. It's easier to
and then I'm going following you there. But not only did she not address or say about the allegation, she gonna bring up the Pied Piper reference, saying that the Pied Piper was a rapist. That's a whole lie. So you gonna say that?
I'm still stuck, Vi, on the fact that what this gentleman just said, that he's no longer protected. I need clarity, and I'm just not understanding that.
I don't want to go to that because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
But my whole purpose, I just want the live is supposed to be just simple. The simple as people taking out the time to speak on any other person's life and what any other person doing in their life when they got their own skeletons in the closet.
Exactly. And if you can't speak about your own situation, don't talk about his situation, because I promise you, as it was just said to me, every one of us are literally one word away from falling into the same situation that Robert is in. So don't get yourself and think you're above getting taken down, because I'm telling you, the ultimate goal is to take all of you down.
These people in the they say in the complaint or in the whatever with her family member filed against her, saying that now they said that R. Kelly allegedly groomed these young females or whatever.
Groom what? Groom what?
No, hold on, Lisa.
This is crazy.
This is why I didn't want to make it about the detail. You get what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden she's being accused of grooming one of her family members, teaching her fellatio. This is what they're saying about her. You get what I'm saying?
Can I clarify? I'm just here for moral support, and I'm listening to everyone. I think Big Vi he wants to be simple tonight. He doesn't want to jump into a bunch of rabbit holes. He's simply saying that as they look upon a person while she's standing there with someone convicted, facts, he's never denied all those things happened. Charlemagne's never denied it. Yet they speak all these things about R. Kelly, but yet here they stand. Here he's figured out some loops and hoops in Hollywood, and there he is having the nerve to bash a man with only accusations with no facts, yet he's on wax with it. The nerve. Isn't that what you're trying to say, Big Vi?
Vi, you there, baby? Vi, you there? Vi, are you there, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
If y'all see my picture go off the screen, long as y'all on here, y'all can still continue to talk. I'll come back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
boss.
is that what you're saying? You're just simply
Yeah, that's it. It's simple. It's simple. I'm not trying to be complex at all. I'm just simply saying the things that we do as people sometimes talking about what other people are doing in their lives when we're not addressing what's going on in our own lives. Then you got a
Which is
man,
what we talked about last night.
right? You talking against a man dealing with underage women by standing next to a man who's pled guilty to the same thing.
Who's been tried and convicted.
So I'm not talking about the society. I'm not talking about whatever. It's the simple fact that alone. I'm not going to come to my brother Malik and say, you know what I'm saying, whatever going on. I can't nobody tell me nothing about Malik. If somebody come talking to me about something they heard about Malik, look, I got no comment. I can't speak on it. If it ain't nothing in the good of Malik, I might as well just keep my mouth closed.
Okay. Can you take the legend joint down? Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so then let me phrase it this way. The principles that you stand by, everybody doesn't stand by. And again, most people will rather point the finger to deflect from themselves because it's easier to deflect than to focus on what's going on in your own house. So
that's a good point. And that's a good point you're making right there.
But by Tiffany standing there, she can have her own bag of issues, and she doesn't want somebody to dig into. Charlemagne told you, or he was convicted of the child thing. Okay, but so he aired out his laundry. And what I'm saying is, in society or people tend to be able to digest and process things when you give them something to put on their plate. Either they're going to eat it and digest it or discard it. So when Charlemagne took ownership for whatever he did by pleading guilty or however it went, I don't know, wasn't privy to it, didn't research it.
Yeah, he still blamed the girl. He blamed the female.
Okay, so now pardon me, whomever he blamed or however he did it, in the public's eyes, Charlemagne did no wrong because he took ownership for his action.
See, so now, I don't give a damn. I don't know.
No,
that ain't true.
That's not true.
That ain't true at all. You don't ain't how you did no wrong when you drugged the fucking a teenage girl and had sex with her, and not just you. It was other guys as well. And you sit on your platform on Breakfast Club. While this
but he wasn't gonna bring it out until it was brought out on him.
And to this young lady that's still living to this day, and you sit on Breakfast Club and you laugh, and you make jokes about this shit like it's funny.
Okay, I didn't know to the severity of the particular topic with Charlemagne. What I'm saying again is, if you look just through history, like I said to you, the reference with Woody Allen, that thing was put out there a long time ago about Woody Allen. But when Woody Allen married the young lady, nobody talks about it no more.
But I'll just look, big bro. I want to address our culture. Fuck Woody Allen. He don't look like us. I'm talking about us.
So now, okay. So since you ready, since you want to take it to our culture rather throw shit at you than own up to their own shit. Because it's a lot easier for me to get somebody else shit to stick than me to adjust and take up my own actions.
And that's what Big Boss said.
That's what I like to hear you say, bro.
Right.
So
that's what Big Boss said.
So listen
you have a channel.
So Va, despite we know that's a narrative you're not ever going to change.
Malik, do you have a channel? I'm just asking. I'm really serious.
That's a narrative you're not going to change.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't. Who is that? Is that Miss O'Star?
That's Blessed
One.
Okay, Miss Blessed One. I haven't started. That's why I said can you take I can't see who on the panel. I just still see the legend across the street.
Because they addressed it. They addressed the Pied Piper in their little comments that they made saying that the Pied Piper was a rapist. So I gotta address it when I see fit, you know. They're just me.
Oh,
I see what Malik's saying. He was asking you to move the thing so he could do it on the channel.
Okay. No, I haven't started a channel.
You see that dude up in the corner right there, though? Yeah, that's me.
Okay, that's why I'm saying to you, it's things that in our culture I wish we didn't do, but we're going to continue to do them because they accept it. It's easier for me to wake up and say, pardon me for saying this way. Oh man, you know, Miss Blessline got a whole house over there. It's easier for me to say that than to say, yo, y'all know I'm a whore or I'm a gigolo.
What up, sir?
Oh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing this evening?
We're blessed.
We trying to get through it. I think we done simplified it down now. So we
Absolutely.
That's why I'm saying to you that particular narrative is going to continue. You know what? I give you the best example. You're going to always, and that question will always be posed like 50 years from now. Let's just say all of us still here 50 years from now. I guarantee you somebody says something about the N-word. As far as we have came,
you still there? Malik. I don't know, Malik.
Yeah. Stream y'all without on.
Yeah,
like I said, 50 years from now, I guarantee you somebody still bring up the N-word. As far as we came as a culture and the people, that same topic was going to be brought up 50 years from now. So the narrative of people always finger pointing is easier to deflect. And you can hear that in the conversation. When somebody, that's like if you say, Big Boss, you say, well, yeah, I got a promotion on my job, and last couple of months I had to grind a little bit harder, but I got the promotion. The first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, okay, congratulations." But Big Boss snitched on somebody. Why? How did we get there? Why are we concerned with him getting the how he got the promotion, or even bringing that into the topic, as opposed to congratulating the man for making an accomplishment and moving on further with his career? The first thing everybody brings up is, that's not what we talking about. We talking about Big Vi got a promotion. If Big Vi had to work on his off day, regardless of how he got the promotion, the relevant part and the part that should be focused on is the promotion. But what we do is we deflect and we start talking about, oh, he did this, oh, he did that, oh, That ain't the topic. But again, it's easier to deflect than to say, well, my lazy ass ain't get up and go in that mug on my off day. But I did.
Mm-hmm. And the only reason why they gonna say motherfuckers snitch, or they gonna tell on you because they mad because they get to tell first.
That's why I said that when you played the sound bite, I was like, oh, okay. But the nerd, okay.
Yeah, but I just played the sound bite just for, I didn't want to come on here and say a person said something. I would rather let people hear them speak out of their own mouth. And then I can address my point, what I'm trying to make, as far as people speaking on situations. But, like I say, no one is perfect. If you know a perfect person, I don't even want you around me.
Okay, but now, if you really want to break it down, look at it this way. The two people who spoke, just how successful are they? Because most people that's successful on their own focus on their own lawn. They don't worry about the grass across the street. Usually when something ain't going right in your world, then you tend to focus across the street about how they doing, what they doing over there. And let's look over there.
All right. Well, we gonna see what brother Sir got to say. Then we can go the Sir just came in. Whoever want to go after that, we just gonna let everybody voice their opinion, and then once you're done with your opinion, then just yield back your time, as my brother Black CEO say.
What are we in reference, and what is our focal point?
our focal point is, oh, you weren't here when I played you saw the title of the video. The live is Tiffany Haddish speaks on R. Kelly. Then what goes around comes around with the accusations of we go to these accusations of Tiffany Haddish and Aaron Spears is being accused. Like I say, I want to stand with this sister. I'm not trying to bash this sister, but what my point is this is why we have to stick together and we have to hold our own accountable. You know what I'm saying? This is what I speak when I'm speaking about holding our own accountable. I don't want to throw on. I don't know if she innocent. I don't know if she guilty. But then I played the audio of her and Charlamagne. I don't know if you was here when I played it. If you need me to play it again, it's only about 40 seconds.
Nah, I'm gonna say this, man. You know, it's unfortunate that we're living in a time where chaos is almost damn near becoming the norm. And the first place it starts with celebrities, right? And unfortunately, that's gonna have a trickle down effect to us common folk. And I think we have to realize that the devil is always throwing darts in every direction to keep the righteous people mind on the bullshit. Excuse my language. At the end of the day, the focus should be on us rising above the chaos and the bullshit. Because I always say this and I always believe, and it took me a long time to understand this. As long as you concentrate on the negative, you're never going to look towards the good. It's easy for us to dissect and to look at what celebrities think, feel, whether it's child abuse or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is. They want to go back and forth. We also have to entertain and look at the fact that there's a lot of injustice that's going on, not only in our communities, but even with those celebrities that's being accused of certain things. We have to be mindful that as it trickles down from them, it's going to knock us off our square if we don't understand what the real issue or what the real problem is. They're coming after us melanated folks because guess what? They already know we don't stand toe to toe. We jump from pillar to post. We always want to march, but we never do anything different. So as long as we give them information to use against us, we'll never win. And that's all I'm gonna say.
And that's the importance of why I do what I do over here and why I speak unity over here. I try to speak, unity is a big thing that I look to. And this is why these are just examples of why it is important for us why we should sit there and single out our people and just say, oh, I never liked them, I never did this, since it ain't you, turning the blind eye, whatever they want to call it. This is what we have to learn to unify, because long as we stay separated, they're gonna continue to individually pick us apart, one by one. So
exactly.
We let Nisimo go, and then we're gonna let the brother David go.
Hello, all of my brothers. How you doing, brother Sir Miguel?
How you doing, Nisimo?
Malik, I love you. And Dana, I guess he's in the chat or he's listening. But I want to say this here. I want to start out saying this. I look up unto the hills from which cometh my help. I do know my help comes from the Lord, who made the heavens and the earth. So with that being said, we talked about all of this last night, Vi. And lo and behold, before we can wake up the next morning, we're now reading what we just got through talking about. I pray and I wish that our people can get one thing straight, as Brother Sir Miguel just said. And that one thing is, when we got that one finger pointing at that one individual, and that individual right now that everybody is pointing the finger at is Robert, we have 4 pointing back at us. along with everybody else's. So if you have nothing good to enhance this man's life, don't say anything at all. Because just as you're speaking ill on him, all it is one word away. We're one word away from falling into that dies of temptation, or that place where they want us to be. That's at the bottom. And we already know where Charlemagne, we already know these, and he did not come out bringing out airing his dirty laundry. It took somebody else to bring out his issues and to air his laundry out while he was speaking ill about another brother. And he has still yet to apologize for the ill-gotten things that he has spoken on in regards to Robert. Robert has never come out in this world and told anyone that he's a perfect one. But he's working every day, striving every day for perfection. So with that being said, if you have nothing good to speak positive on this man to enhance this man's life, and yes, he has been broken, but he's been broken to be built back up. And he is covered by the blood. He is that man that these people have slain, have talked about, and have called him everything but his name. And I'm glad you posted what the Pied Piper stand for, what it means. And we talk so much to where we don't even know what the hell we're talking about. So I'm asking for those that is speaking in any negative ways, especially if it's about another brother or sister that look like you, think twice about it. Because we all need each other. We need to build one another up. I may not look like you in a sense, but I am you. You are my brother. I am your sister. We are each other's keeper.
You see?
Amen.
And when you fall, I fall. When you hurt, I hurt. We're gonna have to go back to the old way. If I need a cup of sugar, I'm gonna have to give it to you. We're heading in that direction.
Amen.
So why not start now? Stop doing what they expect us to do, and that's keep our knees on each other's neck.
And Nisimo, let me interject. Even with that, what we're seeing, why is it that the media purposely, intentionally choose to stop people, celebrities of color, intentionally to ask them to speak on Robert Kelly? They don't go put these mics and cameras in front of these other celebrities that don't look like. They go to our people to let us tear each other down.
But that's where Mr. Wyatt just spoke with Vicky Dillard today. He said we're gonna have to start go back to the way what I just got to talking about. We've got to take like these small platforms here and build from there. We got to have goals in mind. Our goal may not look like what we want it to be, but I speak into existence by. You're going to have your own network station where you're going to speak positive things regarding your own people, because that's how passionate you are about your people. And it can be done, but we got to uplift one another. Instead of tearing one another down. Tracy's viewpoint. She's awesome at what she does.
Yeah. And I love my people, man. I don't want to be the one that come on here just talking about my people, private business, personal business. I don't care to. That ain't what I care to do. But what I do like is I like to speak for somebody. I like to bring someone's perspective to the platform and to the people that don't get hurt. Because like it's R. Kelly, it's a lot of other people in his situation that we don't know. Just like Tiffany,
Exactly.
it's a lot of Tiffany haddish out here that we don't know.
Well, they talked about on that show today, and she's going to be letting everybody know they're going to be having a town hall for us, only us. And from that town hall, that's where we're going to build from. We're going to get the inside of how to build and how to grow and uplift one another and teach each other how to grow. And her thing is called grassroots. And you're going to have the Mr. Cosbys and others that is not about tearing one another down, but about building one another up. That man was placed in a prison where you had murderers. That man had no business placed in no prison where they had murderers.
Well, you know, once you get into the system, when you go into that system, they gonna put you.
But they thought they was doing something slick and very harsh to this man. But little did they not know, they only did something that was going to uplift others that's in prison. He built those men up. He made those men feel like men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them people was they were sad to see Bill Cosby leave. He was telling people, you know, he was giving those young guys in their hope. Like, look, man, you don't have to choose this. There is a different option out there, and that's why I don't like to come on here and, you know, a lot of times I've been a part of it, man. When I come on this platform, I speak from a place where I come from Louisiana. I come from the country part of Louisiana. I come from a part of Louisiana where right now today it's still segregated. You got white people living on their side of town. You got our people living on our side of town. Still to today in 2022. Where I come from right now, you go on CNN and you type in Lake Providence income and equality, the poorest.
I worked over there.
The poorest town in America.
But they got plenty oil. They got plenty oil, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I come from. So when I speak, when people in my hometown or people I know, when I tell them about my platform, them people don't support me. When I tell them what I do, they laugh. But what I do tell them, I would bet whatever I got for myself. Because I know that it's something that's going to come about what I'm doing. Because I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to stay real. This ain't no persona. This me. Malik, my big brother. But when Malik, he a lot more deeper than me. I can learn a lot from Malik. But I know that I want Big Bro to know too that I'm a simple person. I don't live life complex. Because when you think too much, you're gonna miss what you need to see. Because you're looking over it. The most important things in life you look over because you sitting here thinking it's something else. I'm just simple, man. I don't want to be out into the point, getting to a point of life to where I'm no longer feeling like myself. I want to, and if I do something, I expect each and every person that come over here on this platform to hold Big Vi accountable. If I say something, if I lie on somebody, or hold Big Vi accountable.
I
accept it.
I'm sorry.
I can accept it. I expect y'all to hold me accountable. Because you know what? I say when people come over here, this is a family. We have a family reunion every night on this platform. Tell me how many platforms y'all go around. We have prayer on here for everybody. Every night, protecting our people. Ask God to protect our people no matter what walk of life they come from. No matter what they've done in life. Like I say, if you can find a perfect person, I'm going to need for you to stay over there with them. Because God say no man is perfect.
And he says that you are a liar and the truth is not in you.
Mm-hmm.
We all have some type of skeletons in our closet. It may not be as big as the other one, but a skeleton is a skeleton. A problem is a problem. An issue is an issue. An illness is an illness, no matter what it may be. None of us are exempt. And I'm going to yield back my time. We're going to let Bless One speak, and then we're going to go back to my big bro, Malik.
Okay, first I want to say hello to everyone, and you are so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm listening to
Thank
everybody.
you.
You're welcome. And I have a few things to say, and I'll make it quick. First of all, I was thinking about distractions. As I am a senior pastor, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a preacher in somebody else's church. I'm a senior pastor, first of all. And guess what? This senior pastor goes to therapy. You know why? Because I'm real and raw and uncut. I know that we need God, we need therapy, and sometimes we need medicine. Sometimes we need all three. Some of us only need one, but it's different strokes for different folks. And I'm that person that does not only know the word, but I also know the streets. Because yes, I was raised in the church and all that. My father was a bishop and blah, 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 blah. But I decided at 16 years old that there is more to life than just church. There's got to be. There's a whole world there. And so I went with the supposed roughest people in the world, the killers, dealers, and all that. And I was shown so much love from those people who I'm still friends with to this day, which allows me to be able to accept every different kind of person. I tell people, basically, come to church, get your free soul food. What you don't want on the plate, don't eat it. What you need and you want, go ahead and take it. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. With that being said, I realized as I examine my own mental health with having a healthy childhood and blah, 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 that distractions are the devil's playground. And when Big Bob said you can go so deep that you can almost get lost, because I go so deep that I don't sleep at night. But then I realized, no, simplify simple. Stop being distracted by what's in your own mind, and then you can get things done. Then you can be happier in life. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to cover everybody's point. Also, I want to cover unity. Unfortunately, we're going to have to revolutionize and come together as an army, however that coming together looks like to all of us, because ain't no way these people would let any of their stars get talked about, ran over, stepped on, abused like this man has. He is human at the beginning and the end of the day. A person can only take so much. Like, how much of your life you've been shot, you've been abused, you've been stolen from, you've been misused. And yes, women can misuse men sexually, just like they try to always accuse men of doing. Women are capable of that too. You've been used as a sex object all these years. You've been told to sing and dance and shut up, never have an opinion. People can talk about you, step on you, run over you, lie on you, ridicule you, laugh at you because you can't read. Yet you're a genius at music. You write your own music, but you can't read. Oh, what's funny about that? I don't see anything funny. And it really hurts my heart because I'm not looking at him as a celebrity. I'm looking at him as a man. And it's really sick. It's really sad. I don't know who thinks it's funny. I don't know how people can be so sick to make jokes about this. It's not funny. There is a soul connected to God, just like on our worst days, God still loves us. So why can't he get that same love back? Why can we just say, hey, we don't agree with what we think he did or does or whatever, but can we love the soul? Can we not laugh? It's not funny. There's nothing funny here. This man has children. He has future grandchildren. He has people that love him and adore him. And sadly, those people won't speak. And yet here we are, people that don't even know the man, risking our life every day. It is not popular for a pastor to be talking like this. You guys don't understand. Like, I can't even really share this part of my life with people because it's so unpopular. But I'm not here to be popular.
Right.
By any means necessary. I'm here to be used of God to fulfill my purpose, whatever that purpose is. Leave a mark and go ahead and go be with my Lord whenever that is. So I just want to encourage us. The last thing I'm going to say is judge how we would like to be judged.
Amen.
All right, we got Brother David has returned back to the platform, and just man, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. And what we saying, what all of us saying, and I don't want people to I want people to listen, because this is what has to be said. This has to be done. For me, for me, and coming on here and do what I do, like you say, for none of us, man. If you for this brother, or if you speak in light of R. Kelly, everybody is frowned upon. But it's so easy for people to come and talk about him, call him out his name, whatever the situation may be. But some of the best people ever blessed this soil that we living on, which is our ancestors. None of them could read and write, but guess what? They knew how to build a house. They knew how to farm. They knew how to raise their children. They knew how to live. They knew how to love. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Whatever talent it is, whatever gift it is that God bless you with, that's your gift that only God can bless you with. He give it, he takes it away. Only God can do that. But a lot of people, we like Malik said, man, we tend to point the finger. We laugh at other people's pain as if it's a joke. When did that ever become funny? Watching somebody go through, watching somebody being suffocated with no hands around their throat or over their mouth. Do y'all know how that feels? None of us can really speak to it. None of us never been under this type of scrutiny. But then the thing about it is, what if somebody going through all this and it's a possibility that they could be innocent? Look at what Emmett Till went through just to be an innocent man, an innocent young kid that had to go through all of that trauma. Just because you're accused of something don't make you guilty of it. Man. This is just how society is that we're living in right now. Brother Dave, you can have it, bro, and then we gonna be back up to Malik.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the beginning of what you said with damn, what's the girl name?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. And I was just thinking how she could sit next to Charlamagne the God. That's who the caption is with, right?
Right.
And I heard y'all pop a scripture, so I found one. It say that he that justified the wicked and he that condemned the just, even they both are an abomination. to the Lord.
Hmm.
And it's kind of like what we see going on. If she could stand by this man, knowing allegations against him, knowing that his victim, a real victim, one who don't want to speak, one who don't want the public light, who had to take time to come out and strengthen herself to even come out and make her story known, as opposed to these paid victims, even the courtroom, they justifying the wicked, because look at, all the other situations like with the Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. But it also seemed to be a pattern also that anybody connected to the industry, if the industry don't like you, then you have to come out and show your allegiance to the industry. That's kind of like what it looked like to me also. So it's very hypocritical, and we shouldn't really give them no play. Like, we should give them the room to be found guilty, like we want them to do the right thing in R.Kelly case. Let the facts come out and you be found guilty or whatever before you make a. But these kind of people make it hard to do that when they're so vocal and standing out front like that. So they should be ashamed of themselves. They should really feel the heat. I mean, I don't know if I could let them go to trial before I sentence them. I'd probably send them over there to spitting fire so she could get on some eternal flames or whatever. But yeah, that's me, man. That's all I got to say right now.
Yeah. And that's the whole point that I think we can all agree to is, I would rather let people have their day in court. You know what I'm saying? This woman spoke about this situation a few years back, and now look at the return. Look at the return. Look how this situation come back. It comes back, but now it's on you. Now it's on you. Now can you fight and get this off of you? This is on your back now. And you listen to some of the things that this young lady is being accused of: grooming, teaching a young child how to do fellatio. This is the detail. Earlier, I was telling people, I say, how is it that they say Michael Jackson was grooming kids? They say R. Kelly was grooming these girls. They say George Foreman grooming. I say, now where did the term grooming derive from? Where are we accustomed to hearing that term grooming? We heard that back in the slavery days. The master grooming these young women, raising them up in the house, having their way with them. Now they are
and they killed the husband. They would kill the husband, any male in the family. They would be killed so that they could have their way with the women. And that's the part that the women better understand. When the men are gone, our men have been taken away from us, taken out of our homes. Who do we have as our protector?
And that's what it's about. And this is what I say. I'm going to say this, and we're going to let Brother Malik speak. I say they are painting the face of grooming to where when our children come along and they speak on the term grooming, they're going to look and they're going to find people who look just like this. When we thought about it, we heard about grooming, it was the master. Now the master gonna look like You ain't gonna hear about those people from slavery grooming your ancestors. You gonna be looking at people that look like you. This groom for children. This person groomed children. Like, you mean to tell all these? I mean, how do every person of color that's being accused of these type of accusations, they all groom these people for over periods of time? I mean, I guess I'm against the grain. I don't believe in coincidence. Like, how is it that each and every one of these people that are being accused of this, that's associated with some part of that Hollywood elitist life, whatever they want to call it. But I don't care about that. But you mean to tell me that people are out here grooming?
But Malik, I'm saying Malik, Vi, you gotta go to, you gotta call it what it where it is at this point right now. Everyone that have spoken ill, and I'm not, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way, because I don't want you to think that I'm making Robert to be something that that he's not. But one thing for sure that I do know, he is a man of God. And everyone that has spoken ill on this man and has said anything negative in any shape, form, or fashion, something has happened in their lives. And it has been brought to the forefront for the people to see. So that's why I have begged of everyone, be cautious, be careful of speaking against the man of God. He may not look like what you think he ought to look like. He may not even act like what you think he ought to act like, but he is a man of God.
All right. Well,
Can
brother,
I say something real quick? It's quick. The definition of Hollywood is hollow wood. Think about that. It's inside. This was revealed to me by somebody very close to me who is in that society, deep in, who revealed that to me. He knows all parties involved, all the way back to Aaliyah. And I have stories that I won't share, but hollow wood.
First, I'm gonna say hello again.
Break it down, brother Malik. Break it down, big bro. Hey Malik, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Malik, before you get started. I love you, bro.
I love you more.
David, I love you, bro. Sir Miguel, I love you. Bless
Same here, my brother.
Love you too, big guy.
Oh, I love you.
I love
Everybody
you,
in the
sweetie.
chat, I love y'all. I love y'all because we at the family reunion right now. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all back tomorrow. All right, go ahead, Malik.
So I'm gonna throw out a few jokes first to break the monotony. First, I'm gonna say Shabuya roll call, and I'm gonna say welcome to Shawshank. If anybody's ever seen Shawshank, you know the running joke was we ain't do it. So I'm gonna touch on a few points, and I'm gonna go with one of your points first. Vi, I wish we could get unity. I swear I do. But, like you say, you came up in one of the poorest parts of Louisiana, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Because I came up in Baltimore, I kind of get what you're saying, but I'm going to give you this particular vision point. We'll never become united as one because everybody wants to be the chief. Like Rico said in the movie, every nigga in here want to be the man just cause. But what I found out about being a man is nobody wants to put in that work. Nobody wants that blood, that sweat, that tears, them hurdles, that stress, that pain. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants the shiny thing. So if you sit down at the table with 100 people, everybody gonna tell you their ambitions of what they gonna do once we make it big. 2 or 3 may tell you about some hurdles that they see may coming up or obstacles and go, etc., and break it down that way. So as far as us becoming united, until we get out of that I'm mad at you because you succeeded and you not gonna give me nothing mentality, it's not gonna happen.
Malik, you still there?
Malik be broadcasted from Pluto.
What up, J Rock?
What up, Jay?
Hey, hold on.
What
Did
up, Jay
stream
Rock?
y'all go out on me?
Oh yeah, we didn't hear you.
Okay. Somebody said that when you overanalyze. What up, J Rock? Somebody said that when you overanalyze, you miss the point. Sometimes the point that you see right in front of you is really not the issue at hand. Like somebody mentioned the Bill Cosby thing. Bill Cosby's issue had nothing to do with what they tried to, nothing to do with why he went to jail. If you dig deep into that, that's because they didn't want that man to buy NBC. As you study history, anybody who gets too much power or they perceive to have too much power, something goes awry. I'll reference you back to the situation with Mike Tyson. If anybody knows, at the same time Mike Tyson got brought up on those alleged charges, which come to find out he didn't do, JFK Jr. allegedly raped the chick in Central Park. John Jr. allegedly raped the girl in Central Park. But if you don't, say again? If you don't get the full story, all you see is the Mike Tyson thing. The smoke and mirrors came with the Mike Tyson thing to prevent you from the topic that really happened. What we need to do, in my opinion, is if we start to climb together, meaning as I move, you move, and you appreciate me helping you move, and I appreciate you helping me move, and we learn or we agree that if we move in unison, we all can get to the top, I think it'll work out a lot better. But again, especially people of our color, if my man on the top, I should be on the top. But you're not willing to do what your man did to get to the top. Why should I just give you something? That old adage, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Seems like our people don't want to learn how to fish. They make out a lot better saying, hey, yo, boy, you know I went past Va's house, boy, I got that, he hit that lot over there, 100 million, boy, we just gave me 10,000, boy. Because come next month, guess who house he going to go to again for 10 more thousand? But if you show him how to make his 10,000s consecutive, he don't want to know that. He want the whole thing of saying, Vi keep giving me, Vi keep giving me. To which he think he's bigging up you for doing something. He's really condemning himself because he's telling everybody he want to be a bum. But we don't look at that. We look at, oh, boy, you know, Vi the cash cow, boy. Vi gonna keep going, that's my man, Vi, that's my man. If that's my man, so much, why I'm not asking my man, how can I get my own? If you ever listen to an interview Floyd did, I think Floyd was on $1 million worth of game. And he said, no, I told my billionaire and millionaire friends, I don't want to ride on your jet. Teach me how to get my own jet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to ride on their jet, though. Like I said, you reference paid in full. Ace didn't want to be in the car with Mitch for Mitch fame. Ace just like Mitch as a person. And if you notice, first chance Ace got, he put Mitch on. And he let Mitch do his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mitch knew, yo, my man can show me the way. I want to earn for myself. Now, you ask me, that's a true homeboy. I'm not saying that we shouldn't put each other on, but we got to definitely stop feeding each other. Because any homeboy who continues to be a leech, he knows that you are going to continuously enable him in being a bum.
Mm-hmm.
He's never going to say, bro, show me how to get my own. And that's what keeps us stagnated as a people. Not to mention, most of us still live with the old adage of not meeting new people. Some of us on here that's 40 or over, if you're 40 or over, you still got partners who will walk into a room and not speak to everybody. Or let's say y'all together and you bump into an associate of yours. You say, hey, what's up, Timbo? Hey, what's going on? Your man gonna sit there and hit him with the ice grill. Why you ice? That man ain't done nothing to you. Oh, yo, son. Yo, you know we gotta keep it real, son. Yo, you know we from around, we from Baton Rouge, son. Come on, yo. How long are we gonna keep running around here with the narrative of where we from as if that defines us as a person? When I got on YouTube, I said one thing. If I can't be authentic, fuck it, I ain't getting on YouTube. Any panel I'm on, I'm the same way. And most folks be like, yo, the nigga not loud. That's just him, son. He not talking like he trying to base on you. Yo, the nigga just naturally loud, yo. Because most people be like, yo, your man. Yo, what's up with you? Yo, he just naturally loud, yo. He not getting loud on you as a personal thing. He just naturally loud. Like, Vi, you naturally laid back and charismatic. You're not doing that. That's you. That's your thing. Yo, hey, everybody, good morning, good morning. Blah, blah, blah. That's you. Most of us don't accept people for who they are. Most of us want to create them and who we want them to be. Gotta stop that. Gotta stop that. Any dude you know that's 45 or older and he's still running around here talking about, yo, get me some consignment. Yo, he's going to be a bum going nickels and dimes the rest of his goddamn life. You got to leave him where he at. He's never going to grow past that. That's it. He's still stuck in the paid in full days. Unfortunately, he never got paid in full. He just stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I hear a lot of folks out here now. Everybody hates Jay-Z because Jay-Z did this. Jay-Z says this. Check this out. Why are you hating that man as opposed to asking him how he was able to navigate through his hurdles and obstacles? That's like, dang, so y'all made Jay. If you made one Jay, why you ain't make another one? Why are you still bitter over something that happened 20 years ago, my God? That shit was 20 years ago. That man put you in the position because of his talent. You marketed him. He made you cool bread. What you tended to do with your money was on you. How you still mad with that man from 20 years ago? I can't remember what somebody did to me yesterday, let alone harp on something you did 20 years ago. We got to start putting history behind us and create new memories and moments. Stop thinking about the things of yesteryear. Come on, man. Like my son said to me the other day, he was talking to somebody on the phone or something through the game. He said, what up, dummy? Oh, my brother calls me dummy. That's the Baltimore thing. Check this out. You're not calling him dummy. That's a derogatory word. What do you mean? It's a term of endearment. Check this out. Here's the definition of dummy. Somewhere in here, tell me how this is a term of endearment. Well, he's not calling me dummy as if he's calling me a stupid idiot right there. The statement you just said lets me further know you know the definition of dummy. And you still allow him to call you? Come on. Well, back in y'all day, y'all called each other son. Yeah, I wasn't calling him son like a dad. I called him son because he sounded like one. To call you son sounds a lot better than dummy. Or I heard they say in Florida, what's up, fool? I'm still not riding with that one. Like they say in Philly, nut ass nigga, I'm not riding with that one either. But again, as long as we continue to accept things that we have grown to take and idolize, or as they call, accept and use in a positive manner, man, we never gonna go nowhere with that. Because there's a lot of things I think that happen to us that'll never be positive. But you know, even down to the one thing that nobody seems to agree with, The fact that the whole Willie Lynch thing, and everybody say, huh? I say, if you notice, nowadays people say, oh boy, you getting that light skin treatment. Same thing Willie Lynch told y'all 200 years ago on the river down in the DMV. But you still think that that's cool? Come on. Why can't we just be people? Why are we dividing ourselves by skin tone and eye complex and things of that nature? Come on. I didn't tell somebody I wanted to be born being chocolate. That happened. Okay, cool. I got to live with that. I can't change it. I'm not hoping I'll wake up tomorrow and lose my pigmentation, as if me losing pigmentation is going to change. That's not going to change me as a person. I think we need to just everybody sit down and continue to have these type of conversations, but start to implement the things we talk about in our daily lives. And as one see it, two see it, three see it, we all see it.
Right.
But again, I think it's really going to start with people wanting help and just asking. Hey, Rob, boy, check this out. Can you help me? You know anybody hiring? I may not be able to start off as a manager, but I'm willing to wash dishes and work my way to the fries, and then the fries to the drinks, and the drinks to the counter. However the process goes. But no, everybody wants the shiny thing. And I think the second thing we need to stop doing is always thinking, because I think Bless One said, sometimes I need to go for mental therapy or a walk or something, or some way to blow off steam. And we need to stop thinking that if I come to you and say, hey, yo, I need $20 towards my phone bill, they gonna cut my phone off. Oh, boy, I ain't got $20. But, boy, I got that bag of weed, though. Hold. Why is it you willing to get me high, but not give me $10 of the $20 you gonna buy for the half a baby and let me put it on my phone bill? I still don't understand it as a people. And if you think I'm making it up, just randomly ask somebody, hey, man, let me get 50 to my BG&E bill. They're going to tell you they ain't got it. But the first thing they're going to say, boy, let's go around the bar, get a couple drinks, boy, I got it. And just laugh and walk on. Oh, you just told. But I get it. You ain't got it to help me with a bill, but you want to get me drunk, thinking me getting drunk is going to take away the issue of me still got to pay my phone bill. Man, that shit only work in the movies. That shit only work in the goddamn motherfucking movies. Big Vibe, what's this?
That's the Tiffany haddish article.
Oh.
We gonna let J-Rock come in, and after J-Rock, then we just read that, and then we gonna close out. After we read this, and then we gonna this the article we gonna read, and then we gonna close out after that. Well, we gonna read this. Let J-Rock come in, interject. We're gonna read this. We're gonna read the legend. We're gonna read the real story of the Pied Piper and who he was, and then we're gonna do our closing statement so everybody can get some rest tonight. So we know.
Bye.
Huh?
This Sandra, was this when she was this when she was hanging out with Ellen DeGeneres and all of that?
I don't know what time period that none of this took place in, but I don't know. But I did at some point. Something had to happen because you remember she started saying she was being blackballed and
yes, and that was during the same time that Ellen DeGeneres was saying that she was going through a lot of the same stuff.
Right, Charlotte. I didn't go to sleep. I'm at work. I'm actually doing my paperwork for the night, but I was letting Malik was talking, so I went to the restroom, came back, paperwork together, and I enjoy panels like this where it can be clarity, it can be understanding, everybody getting their points across, and this is what it's about because They don't expect us to be able to come together and have logical conversations. You know, and this is what it's got to look like going forward. They used to us get on here call each other bitches and niggas and this that and this. They used to that language, but we control this platform and we control the way we go with it. So long as we can continue to have logical dialogue, and this is what's gonna create change. You know, I'm gonna stick by it. Like I'm my brother's keeper. Yeah, one of my brothers get into something in this chat, I'm gonna be the first. I'm an advocate. But if he done something wrong, I'm still gonna advocate, and I'm gonna still stand by him because guess what? It ain't for me to judge him. If he done something wrong, then hey, you gotta face the consequences. If you need, let me know.
Hey, but before somebody move on, let me say this last word. In regards to Tiffany Haddish back in the day had some things happen to her when she was younger. But if you follow what she's doing now, Tiffany Haddish is doing the same thing Monique did when she didn't feel as though she was getting her fair play with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
If you research it, Tiffany Haddish got turned down for a few different roles or something, and she feels as though she's not getting her just due in Hollywood.
She's only been in one movie. Anyway.
But that's why you have to. This is and for that purpose right there. That's why we have to start to build each other up. Because if we got to stop trying to be accepted into something that we can create for ourselves. We keep on saying, like me and the brother Dave was saying, look at how much of the economy that our culture provides. Look at how much money we spend back into this economy. You take us out of the economy, it's gonna shut down. Man, I read an article saying the dollar don't even last in the black community, man, a minute. We gonna at some point we gonna have to stop trying to be accepted into this society and create our own. You know, I'm not sure what Tyler Perry has going on, but his film studio on his own property. You know, it start with things like that.
Yeah, property that belonged to Robert. Oh, okay, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so J-Rock, man, you got the flow.
What's up, Big Bob? What's up, panel? What's up, everybody?
What's up, J-Rock?
Hey, my brother.
What's up, Fantasia?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about right quick. I want to address something.
Luke.
I want to go back a little bit. I want to address something that Niecy said earlier about how she didn't want to build up R. Kelly into something he wasn't. But it seems like every time somebody speaks ill about that man, something bad happens to him. And Niecy, I agree with you 125%. I've said this myself. Every time somebody speaks bad about R. Kelly, something bad happens to them. I call it the R. Kelly karma train. And that train always seems to pull into somebody's station. Tiffany is now pulled up in the Tiffany station right now with the drama she's going through. Yeah, we can go back. We can go to the fact that you've had 3 TV shows and a network that's been canceled since they've been talking bad about it. That's Wendy Williams, Sister Circle, and The Reap. And then you can throw in BNC, which I like to call it the bullshit news channel. But hey, however you want to call it. You had them, Jada Pinkett on Red Table Talk, who had Lisa Van Allen ironically on her show. Then her transgressions with August Alsina popped up. D.L. Hughley talked shit about him. What happened? He had COVID and wound up collapsing on stage while performing on the show. Ricky Smiley said some shit, said something about R. Kelly. And the funny part, and this ain't funny, and I don't wish this on nobody, but his daughter got in a car accident shortly after. And then we can also go into the fact we know what happened with. We all know what happened with when Oprah bust her ass on that stage in front of everybody to see. And also Gail, Gail got drugged after that little sly stunt she tried to pull on Kobe. Then thought she was above everybody else. She was untouchable. So yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, Nisi. I've been saying it the whole damn time myself. I totally and like I said, I don't believe you was building him up into anything that he wasn't. You were just smart enough to read the tea leaves and knew what the hell was going on. That's what that was. That's how I see that. And as far as the hypocrisy go, Big Vi, what you mentioned earlier about how she can turn around and say speak bad about R. Kelly, but at the same time stand next to Charlamagne the God, who did not take responsibility for anything he did. Instead, he took a plea deal and pleaded down from what would have been a R charge, not to mention a sexual assault charge, pled down to having it be contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But he runs around talking about he was exonerated. You weren't exonerated. You took a plea deal.
And he had the help of the Democratic Party.
Right. And see, he was part of that political machine. You always see him interviewing Kamala Harris, Joe Biden. Angela Rye would be on this show frequently. I haven't seen her on there a little bit since then. And then CNN also got a little karma from that R. Kelly backlash too, because Chris Cuomo's show got cut off. So yeah, so I totally believe what you're saying. And the funny part about this to me is when Big Vi played the video with Tiffany Haddish and Charlamagne earlier, she talked about R. Kelly was never sexy. It was just his lyrics that were sexy, and he was standing next to Charlamagne. God, okay.
What the hell, you boy?
But I do have a question though. If R. Kelly wasn't sexy to you, that's fine. But why is it that if R. Kelly wasn't sexy to you, why were you trying to get a bald head like him?
Ooh, say it again. Say it again and shut the front door and close it behind you.
And shut up, keep on talking.
They're saying she be saying she ready. I say it seems like she ready.
Seems like she ready.
I could have sworn she was ready.
Hell, she said she was ready.
She went all the way to me.
All the way.
Y'all. We gonna let her make it.
Go ahead, sir, Miguel.
It's hard to let her make it, but we gonna let her make it, man. Go ahead, J-Rock.
Well, at this point, I pretty much that was pretty much my spiel for the night. It sounded like Sir Miguel wanted to address something right quick. So what's happening, Sir Miguel? Whatever you want to go ahead and land, because it sounded like you wanted to say something.
No, she ain't ready.
Hey, Sir Miguel.
Yes, sir.
You say something to the guy Lexington. Is that Warren?
Yeah, Lex Warren. That's my guy.
Okay, hey, dude. The comment you just said right there about Roland Martin, research Roland Martin and then come back and tell me if I wasn't right when I keep telling you certain people are protected. Then you don't really understand what I mean when I say how things tend to play out and we just don't realize it's way bigger than that. He just said you should cancel Roland Martin. When he Googled Roland Martin and realized the circle that Roland Martin run in, Roland Martin gonna be able to do whatever he want to do as long as he play with them people he playing. The moment he stop playing, he gonna be ostracized.
Exactly.
And he run with probably, if not the biggest, but one of the most powerful groups ever. Dr. King, Hill Harper, President Barack Obama, all in that same circle. I'm going to fall back.
J-Rock, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I was just checking out the chat. I saw Charlotte Bennett said also F Fox Soul. I'm like, I totally agree with you on that. I co-sign that 110%.
Can you take care of the screen or read that on the screen for me while I'm trying to pull up the article on my phone from Tiffany, the report.
Okay. Well, on the screen says the legend.
You know, I want to go back. Hold on. I'm gonna play the video first, and I'm play the video first. Then put the accusation, the accuracy, the accurate meaning of the Pied Piper. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Okay, so we just break it down. We just break it down.
But you know what? I want to address something real quick. If you notice that all the people in Hollywood that do all the talking, a lot of them that have the loudest voices seem to have the least amount of talent.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who always yapping, the whole Fox Soul panel, from Claudia Jordan, Lisa Ray, Selena Johnson, Vivica Fox. When is the last time you've seen any of them on any kind of successful projects within the last decade?
Zero.
And I think, you know, Kevin Hart's on a lot of projects. I don't think they've been as successful as he had liked or hoped. Because, like I said, a lot of people who do all this talking about R. Kelly. Yeah, Tyson Beckford jumped up there talking about he hope R. Kelly gets shanked in jail.
So who said that?
Tyson Beckford.
Don't keep wishing for something on somebody that may happen. Something may happen to you.
J-Rock, don't you mean Tyson the Becky?
If you want to call him that, hey.
Yeah, because I had to come in and say my 2 cents and J-Rock. Man, I can't stand Fox Soul.
Go ahead, EJ. I'll let you have it. I'll you back.
And Lisa Ray out of all. Yeah, and Lisa Ray out of all people shouldn't even be talking, especially about R. Kelly. And her ass was the one prancing on stage dancing in the Players Club to his song that he considered as his personal favorite song. And not only that, in the way her and Vivica and everybody else did Ice Cube on that panel. And I'm like, this is the same dude that puts you on. And not only that, Selena Johnson shouldn't even be talking anyway, especially when this man made her known. You can't even perform I'm Your Woman. And guess what? In the space that you performing it overseas. Oh, Lenore and his transgender wife, or whoever that is.
Yeah, and why is that? If you were so offended by it, you wouldn't be performing it at all, but you decided to perform it overseas, though.
Exactly.
Why would you still perform it? You tell me, well, I'm not performing in the U.S., but I'm gonna perform it overseas. What? If you were outraged by the song, why perform it at all?
That's because she'll get more money overseas versus in the United States.
Right. It ain't gonna impact over there.
Right. But
but do not get me started on Vivica Fox. But she's definitely on my crap list.
Oh yeah, Vivica
Especially
fire.
what she said
We're gonna call
about
50
Rob.
Cent on her. We're gonna just call
Yeah,
50 Cent.
Send her to the taco.
right. Look, cause the way she said what she said about Kels and the stuff she said about Kevin Samuels. No, like she definitely on my prep list, and
Yeah.
she's at number one.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do with Vivica? We're gonna go ahead and just call 50 a big bottle of salad dressing, give it to Vivica, and let 50 go ahead and drop his drawers and pour the salad dressing on the butt crack.
Exactly.
Video.
Exactly.
Good bowl.
With everything you've heard, with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy. It was the lyrics that was sexy. So, no, he's never been sexy. I think it's foul if he locking up kids and doing things to them. That's wrong. And then why they not like you gonna lock a dude? Didn't they lock up old boy for fighting dogs and he didn't actually fight the dog?
Yeah.
But he got kids locked up and they ain't doing shit.
I think R. Kelly is trash, and I don't understand why we keep accepting R. Kelly in the culture, because we have ousted people out of the culture for less. He calls himself the Pied Piper. You know who the Pied Piper was? The Pied Piper literally, a child molester. He literally played music and led kids out of a village, never to be seen again. Why do we give R. Kelly country? I don't get it, man.
Taking kids out of a village, they'll be singing again.
Yeah, and the funny part about
Play that one more time. Can you please play that one more time?
Play it, okay. You better be careful what you say about Kels, cause it might turn around on you.
With everything you've heard, with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy. It was the lyrics that was sexy. So, no, he's never been sexy. I think it's foul if he locking up kids and doing things to them. That's wrong. And then why they not like you gonna lock a dude? Didn't they lock up old boy for fighting dogs and he didn't actually fight the dog? But he got kids locked up and they ain't doing shit.
I think R. Kelly is trash, and I don't understand why we keep accepting R. Kelly in the culture, because we have ousted people out of the culture for less. He calls himself the Pied Piper. You know who the Pied Piper was? The Pied Piper literally, a child molester. He literally played music and led kids out of a village, never to be seen again. Why do we give R. Kelly country? I don't get it, man.
They're sick, real sick.
Where was R. Kelly's name on that in that black book? I just want to know that.
Yeah, Arius Spears talking out of his head.
Well, there you have it. We have the real story of the Pied Piper on the string. We're gonna have our brother J Rock bless us with it.
All right, let's see. The legend. According to the legend, the Pied Piper was a rat catcher who was called upon by the citizens of Hamlin to clear away a plague of rats, which he did with the aid of a magic flute, which hypnotized the rats, and he promptly led them out of town and into a river where they drowned.
That's deep.
That's enough within itself.
What a rapist.
But guess what? With that being said, they changed that story, and I think it's on. You can search it on YouTube. They have a line where it has kids following him playing the flute. That's where that came from.
But that's what they added to it.
Exactly.
Yep. And another part about what they don't mention is after he did the job that he was supposed to do, the townspeople refused to pay him for services rendered. Which is kind of like what Sony and other record labels are doing right now. Kind of like what Sony and other record labels aren't doing right now for R. Kelly, because his services rendered for all the music that he's put out over the past 30 years, which makes him, like I've said time and time again, which makes him, in my opinion, the greatest singer-songwriter of the modern era.
And remember, he signed this contract underage.
And can I add this real quick? This is literally what God revealed to me. I was driving down the street with my mom, and I was like, God, there's got to be a deeper reason of why this man is going through this. And God spoke 2 words. He said, population control. And I said, what do you mean? He said, do you know how many millions of Black children were born under the sound of this man's voice? And I froze.
Didn't we talk about that last night, Vi and J. Rock?
Yeah, you did. Bless one, you were at. Bless one, you were right on point. Golly, you were right on point because I thought about the same thing. If you talk about population control, R. Kelly alone, even Sway, when R. Kelly was on Sway in the morning, Sway said there are about 1.5 million babies that were born that wouldn't be born if it wasn't for this man's music. And that's according to Sway. And then
You sure did say that. I remember.
But I never thought God had to show me that because I don't.
But why would God show you something like that if it wasn't of God?
He wouldn't, because I only speak what he says. Trust me and believe that.
So if it's of God, and I keep telling, we was talking about this last night, this man's music, whether people want to accept it or reject it or not, it doesn't matter. His music lines up line by line, item by item, with the word of God. Period.
But they try to make, the thing is, they try to spin the narrative, and they try to popularize his sexual music. But if you listen to his music, his message, his spiritual music, he got way more spiritual music than he has sexual music.
But even with this, as we studied last night, even with the sexual music, this is the part that Black people don't talk about in the Black homes. Sex is important when it's with a man and a woman. It's important for a husband and wife to show their children what sex is supposed to look like, meaning hugging, embracing one another, kissing. But we think it's something nasty. It's not right.
Cause they want old boy and old girl. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And sex is the bigger part of life as breathing, eating, paying these bills. It's not that deep. Like, it's like, come on, people. Like, how old are we again?
I ain't 21.
What you say?
No, I'm just
Well, I'm 35 then.
Hey, what did you think by?
Well, I just turned 30.
Okay, we go. Let's
I'm 42, and I'm happy to say it.
But I just want us to understand, being equally yoked, being in a relationship, and engaging in sex doesn't all the time mean that you're actually intimate in the bed. Intimacy can be a whole lot of things.
It's all in the mind, though. You can.
And how are our children to learn if we don't teach them, if we don't talk about these things with them?
Right.
And this is why our parents, and I can assure y'all parents did the same thing. Sexual healing, those Marvin Gaye and Sam Cooke and all of those songs. What did you think those songs mean?
Oh yeah.
Those songs derived from the gospel. It was these people don't understand. Most of the R&B songs come from someone that was in the gospel industry.
And if you think about the gospel industry, it ain't no different from R&B.
Ain't
No,
no
It ain't.
difference.
It
that's
ain't.
what the singers come from the gospel, from the church. The R&B
Mhm.
come from a church
And
upbringing.
the hymns that's in the hymn book come from somebody that was in the club.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
every man
And where
does
and where
a
and
good
where
heifer go to church. I don't know.
right
And-
and where did a lot of our great singers start honing their skills? In the church.
In the church.
Okay,
and, and,
I'm
and let
gonna
me
read
throw
the
this.
article
Go ahead.
out of here, and then I'm gonna read the article. Then we're gonna make our close. We gonna elaborate on it. Then we're gonna make our closing. Cause I ain't gonna hold y'all late tonight. Cause we'll be on here to 5 in the morning. But yeah, it says the article goes, the comedians are being sued by two siblings. So Tiffany, what is their relationship? Her and Aries Spears, they fat brothers, sister. What? I don't understand that either. But yeah, but they say they're being, and this is something else I don't understand. Why is all of these people that are filing these lawsuits against these comedians are being called John Doe and Jane Doe? Like that, and
Okay, so is this a civil lawsuit, or is this a criminal criminal, is this a criminal charge?
I can't tell you. I'm just gonna read the article, but I'm quite sure it's gonna be criminal charge behind the. They talking about a 14-year-old and a 7-year-old. So this gonna if this is picked up, then this gonna turn into a serious situation. But it says the comedians are being sued by two siblings going by Jane Doe and John Doe, who's claiming they
Their
been
siblings. They're
huh?
not. It means their brother or sister, not that they are actually brother and sister of each
Mhm.
other.
No. What I'm saying is they got these two people. Well, I'm talking about the relations of Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears to be put together in one lawsuit.
Right? Yeah, they're saying that their brother or sister is suing them. Like Ari, whatever his name is, his sister or brother, and then Tiffany, her sister or brother. And of course, they lump them together because they're both black.
And they
Mhm.
these are being sued by two siblings going by Jane Doe and John Doe, who claimed they were being traumatized for life as a result of allegedly being groomed when they were children. The boy also claimed to have been molested by both defendants. In the lawsuit,
Huh?
obtained,
Whoa, wait, are they related for real?
that's what I'm trying to see. That's my question about
I'm
this
gonna
whole
look it
lawsuit.
up.
It says in the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the older sister says she was 14. She was just 14 when Haddish gained her trust and convinced her to film a sexually suggestive video with Haddish teaching her how to mimic fellatio for the skit. Allegedly, the allegations get even more disturbing. In the suit, she claims her younger brother was only 7 when Haddish brought him to a home where Spears and Haddish molested him while filming a Funny or Die video titled Through the Pedophile's Eyes. Tiffany Haddish attorney Andrew says the lawsuit is purely an extortion attempt, telling us plaintiff mother uh, Tarza Morris has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for several years.
That's Tiffany's mom, I think.
Okay, and look, I don't mean to interrupt, but it's all over. It's trending. It says siblings Jane Doe and John Doe allege that they were made to appear in videos. Uh-oh.
Okay, remember Tiffany Haddish was brought up in foster homes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That so they could be. I'm trying to figure out how they're related. It's not. Oh, wait, here it goes. They are. Hmm. Hmm. It's not saying what's going on. Something's up.
Tiffany Haddish lived on the streets before she actually was in a foster home.
Yep.
I mean, it's all over. I mean, all over. There
So
are
I can see when you got some angry mother or somebody that now that you was living on the streets, they never thought you would make it. Now that you're trying to do something successful with your life, and all of a sudden people coming out the woodwork saying you did this, that, and the other.
They said the siblings claims Haddish was friends with their mother, and they say the video featuring John Doe was published online via Funny or Die. When
Oh,
he
her
was too
friend.
young to consent. In the suit, the sister say her resulting trauma has prevented her from dating because she's scared she will be taken advantage of, led down a path of false trust like the path that Haddish had led her down.
Okay, so Tiffany Haddish did go and live with a longtime friend. Tiffany Haddish ended up getting her because I look at HGTV all the time, and the Property Brothers redid her longtime friend's house, and this lady and her husband took Tiffany Haddish in.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys remember Ari Spears just met controversy because he was making fun of Lizzo, saying that she's
Mm-hmm.
and the people went off. They're like, look at him, he's up there sweating donuts talking about Lizzo's back.
On live TV.
Yes. I think he was on Vlad or something, which man, this is gonna get deep.
Both siblings say they have developed social
No,
disorder.
Nacey, he was on the Art of Dialogue.
Oh, well,
He was on the Art of Dialogue when he said that.
Both
DJ, go ahead.
developed social disorders, and the brother claimed he is so afraid of being watched or recorded, he places band-aids over all the cameras on his electronics. The siblings also say their mother tried to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears over the alleged molestation video. They are going after Haddish and Spears for damages.
Now you got to keep in mind this is not Ari Spears' only little stint with controversy. Besides the Lizzo thing, remember he had got into a fight with Zoe Williams on the Corey Holcomb 51 show a few years back.
Fouled up, fight back.
Yep, I remember that one. He got whooped.
So,
but now
close out and let everybody get a closing thoughts before we close out.
And I want to say they're under criminal investigation.
Oh, it's a criminal investigation now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's over. It's everywhere.
They are going to try to lock them up.
Sure are.
And I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want that.
Saying that it's a video out there of her brother and Tiffany Haddish, whatever type of video they say that is, that's crazy. But man, we gonna give people due process that they didn't give Robert though.
But you know what's so funny about that? Now they want to come out and talk about extortion attempts. What compared to what that man has already been going through, he's been extorted for the better part of 25 years.
Yep.
But J-Rock, remember, I kept saying, every platform I went on, I kept saying, I know y'all are listening. Share, share, share. I don't care who platform it is, share. All of you artists, all of you entertainers, please step up now with Robert or step up later by yourself, because it's coming up again.
Coming up the pipeline. Nobody's safe. Nobody.
And they're not playing. And I'm telling y'all, even all the way down to the LGBT community, if you're Black, you're not exempt. They're coming for us. And he just mentioned a tad bit about the Willie Lynch letter. In that letter, that man literally stated, they cannot shackle us the way we were shackled before, but they're going to get us through our men.
Yep, I totally agree with you on that. Because they actually already kind of set the table with that already, with Bill Cosby.
Yes, and that was the first. They had to get him first. They had to get him first.
Yeah, and the thing with Bill Cosby is, if you take a look at Bill Cosby and R. Kelly specifically, Bill Cosby had the #1 TV show for the Cosby Show was on the air for 8 years. 6 years strong, it was the #1 show on TV. Even the last two, even though it wasn't #1, it was top 5. And then it didn't stop there, because Bill Cosby actually had 2 TV shows in the top 10 for about 6 years. A Different World was A Different World was a top 10 TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Cosby Show, which was #1, and Different World was about like number 8 or number 7.
And he owned 50% of each one of those shows, and Sony and somebody else owned 25% each of the other part of the show. But as far as Fat Albert, all of the characters, he owned all of that outright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
He had a third show.
Tiffany has.
Oh, Cosby was on CBS.
Nah.
He had another show called Cosby.
Yeah, I remember Cosby, and that was on CBS.
Yeah, Tiffany, 6 different movies coming up. One which is called, she's got a movie called No Man's Land, The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, The Trial of the Chicago 7, May Rainey's Black Bottom.
Wow, she gonna touch on Judas and the Black Messiah in the Trial of the Chicago 7, where Jennifer Bunjean just got those guys off in Chicago right
Sad baby.
Oh my!
There's the plot. There it is.
And keep this in mind too. I was just watching a thing she did on Instagram. She was talking about Dr. Claude Anderson and about powernomics. Pay close attention to that, because the minute black folks start talking about powernomics and economics, these folks are coming. Because keep this in mind, the smallest people in the world control everything. So it's not about the majority. So when you get a group of people that come together, that's small in numbers, to rule over the majority, that's a problem.
The 1%.
Keep in mind, they keep saying we make 13% of the population, which I think is bullshit. I think we're more than 13%. And our numbers in terms of our buying power is stronger than any other race, if you think about it. So if we took that and we actually came together, we can become a nation of our own, and that's what they feel.
Just talked about that on Vicky Dillard with Andrew Wyatt.
They said it's sad that a dollar don't last in the black community less than 1 minute.
It only circulates one time.
But it lasts every day, all day in the church.
Well, not really.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna step off. To everybody that's on this panel, and Big Vibe, God put you here for a purpose. Nisi Mo, your purpose has already been set. Blessed One, your purpose has already been set. J-Rock, your purpose has already been set. My purpose has already been set. And what I mean by that, we are a threat to the larger society that don't want to hear the truth. So keep speaking the truth, because I told this to my children. My mother told me this a long time ago. She said, you are the one that's going to be the one to have to save this family. And it took me a long time to understand what she understood what she was saying before she died. I just got it about 3 years ago, which means I would have to give up my life to save my family. And that's what I will do, and I will stand on that. So all of y'all on this panel, you are my family outside of my regular family. So guess what? I will put my life on the line for you because you are speaking the truth that needs to be said that nobody else wants to speak. With that being said, God bless you. I'll see you on the next live. But know this, I stand firm in what concrete I represent. And that is God himself through his son, Jesus Christ, who is Yeshua, Yamashiach. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we all rise and he has the victory. I
Oh,
love you all and keep doing what you're doing because what God has in store, no man can stop.
woo.
Salute, baby.
That
So
anointed
yeah,
word. My God.
yeah. And
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Sir Miguel laid the game down quite flat.
He did.
Hey,
Hey, you guys, guess what? Well, guess where Ari Spears is from? Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The same thing that you just got through talking about, these shows she's supposed to be playing in. Y'all know The Shy. Robert was supposed to be leading in The Shy.
Wow.
then them two shows, Judas and the Black Messiah, that's Chicago.
Yup.
Man, there's something brewing around Chicago.
Man,
Well,
sir,
Spitting
whatever.
Fire already told us about that. Remember, it used to be, it was New York because everything was surrounded around like the Law and Order and all of these. But now you got the Chicago PD, Chicago. Everything is surrounding around Chicago because they are really going after our own because our own not paying attention in Chicago.
And
They are
I'm
selling each other out.
I'm very close to Chicago, and that place it's so beautiful. Like, I mean, it's just not very far from me, but it has such a horrible reputation. And inside of it, there are so many black children missing, girls. Like,
Big Vi, he's got the inside on that. He's been showing that. He showed everything that Robert stood up in front of Gayle King and told Gayle King. He said, y'all are you're coming after me. You literally have black girls, boys missing, locked up and chained up in homes. Big Vi showed it to us.
yeah, you guys see the news story? This guy was walking down the street. This was about 4 weeks ago. This man was walking down the street like he always does, and he heard help. And he said he didn't pay attention at first, and he heard the wall banging inside his house. And he's like, oh, maybe I should mind my business. Maybe somebody's playing. I don't know. And he's like, the Holy Spirit spoke to him like, no, pay attention. Like, zoom into where that is.
Was that what you showed us, Vi?
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
Okay,
he showed us the whole thing.
Yeah, I miss a lot because I'm not really on here like that. You know, I'm real busy, but that's literally what's going on. And you guys remember Kanika Jenkins, like it all. I believe something big politically about to happen around Chicago. There's something.
They're literally taking human organs and oh my God.
We ain't gonna go. We don't want them. We ain't gonna go with what we know what they doing. Like I've been advocating for Kara Cole for the last 3 years, the missing postal worker that went missing in Chicago. The post office got a I think it's like $55,000 reward up. The United States Postal posted a reward for anybody with information or Kara Cole.
And Vi, did I wanted to make sure that I heard what I heard correctly in this what you just played. Did they say Robert didn't do anything to the guy that jumped on him?
Nuh-uh. They were saying they didn't do nothing. They was, I guess, referring to Michael Vick, for fighting the dog, but he wasn't fighting the dog, but it was about somebody with the dog situation. That she tried to paraphrase the two situations.
How can you paraphrase that? How can you put that together?
Hey, let me say this. Thanks for bringing me back. Hey, sir, I love you, bro. Nisi, you touched on something. But let me give y'all the caveat.
Love you back, bro.
Dropping these jewels, and y'all be listening. So, Nisi, you said something about New York. I'm going to drop this on y'all, and remember I told y'all, go back and watch the show that Baltimore is known for, which is The Wire. And
yes.
Me, boy, you told me so. I've been trying to tell y'all.
You say that all the time. You say that all the time.
That everything is right there in front of your face. All you gotta do is look and take it for what it is. Go back and watch The Wire from the beginning to the end. And you'll understand, just like somebody said about The Chi, if you pay close attention, and just so we know, Carmen is executive producer of The Chi.
Thank you.
But that lady, the lady that got the role with the braids in there, is also the spokesman for the LGBT community.
LGBTQ, yes.
Bingo.
Listen,
there it is.
I'm going to tell you, and I tell everybody, listen, a fool is going to always show you their hand. Not only do they show you their hand, they're going to show you how they're going to play their hand. That's why in the game of poker, it's called the dummy hand. All you got to do is pay attention. They've been saying it for years. If you want to hide something from the N-word, put it
in the book.
You know what they do now? They put it on TV. You know why? Because we don't pay attention to TV no more. Everybody is caught up on social media. Bless one, you said this thing is all over the internet. Baby girl, that's smoke and mirrors. And in case y'all don't understand what I mean, how did Barack Obama go from a seat in Congress to the president in 6 goddamn years?
Thank you.
Talk about it, baby.
In 6 years, you go from a congressman to the motherfucker. Come on, son. But again, for Lexington, I hate to do this. See, everybody wants to talk about all these people. Check this out, man. The thing that you all don't understand is everybody is connected. See, we keep bringing up Dr. King. Recently, somebody brought up the dirt that Dr. King did on Coretta. Check this out. All that's irrelevant. But you know why Dr. King is untouchable? Because he rode with them A5A boys. Them A5A boys is the most powerful committee on the planet until you had Tom Joyner, Hicks, the biggest fraternity on the planet. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you. Is the almighty Omega Psi Phi fraternity. See, you know why they don't like Steve Harvey? You know why they don't like Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley? They Qs, they Omegas. Tom Joyner father, Hercules, guess what he was? Judge Joe Mathis, guess what he is? Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan. They don't like them people. Know why? Because they is strength in numbers. See, they a small percent. That's why they downplay or tell you, oh, Michael Jordan's arrogant. Michael Jordan is this. Michael Jordan is that. Check this out.
Malik, where you at? Come on, man.
Can you get that T-Mobile phone?
That's that Obama shit.
That's that Obama joint. the flip phone.
Nah, he gonna come back in. Can you hear me now? That boy got that dial up.
And I want
You
and I
know
want
what?
y'all to think. I want y'all to think about this too. When it comes to fraternities, they call them Greek, right? But notice,
Mm-hmm.
but
No,
notice
no.
the
I don't have that dial up, but you know what?
There you go again.
I don't have that dial up, but I know
Keep
this.
going out.
I know this between StreamYard and Apple, they don't be want to hear what I gotta say.
For
So
real.
I think I need to go ahead and get me an Obama phone. They might let me talk a little bit more. But this Apple
Hey, you
product and this
speaking,
StreamYard don't work out for me. And look, again,
you speaking more definitely. And, hey, bro, big bro,
yeah.
when you speaking the truth, you speaking facts, man. But when you address, just say instead of, you know how you say, well, y'all don't understand. Tell the people, I need y'all to understand this. Don't tell them what they don't understand, cause they'll stop them from listening. Tell them I need y'all to understand this when I say this, and when I say it, cause you speaking the game. But people, oh man, I don't want to hear, but I don't want to hear that. No, they need to hear what you're saying, bro. Tell them like you teach your kids. Sit down, let me tell you something.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I just got screamed on by the old lady. Cause see, I get into it sometimes.
Hey, you were going.
I get into it sometimes. Look,
man, shut the door, Brooke. Go to sleep. My big bro teaching tonight.
Look, I want everybody just to be mindful. If a person show you their hand, read their hand. Don't try to change the order. Read their hand. Because they going to play it. And most of them play it just like you see it in their hand. That's why anybody who knows the game of pinochle players don't play spades. You know why? Because pinochle a whole different animal. See, in the game of pinochle, any suit can be trump. In spades, spades is the trump.
Mm-hmm.
See, once you the further up the ladder you get, every time you evolve as a person, you're playing the game, but you're playing on a different level. So now you gotta look at the level that these people are on, or the level that you're on, and decide: do I really want to roll with the big dog, or shit? Am I happy just being a goddamn puppet? But see, they said it to you. Everybody say, more money, more problems. No, money ain't what caused the problem.
It ain't the money. It's the love of money.
It ain't even the love of money. It's the people who want what you, it's the people who want what you got. But I keep saying, and you can survey 100 people. Everybody want what you got, but nobody want to go what you went through. I guarantee you, if you go to the car lot and give somebody the keys to a Benz, but they don't know how you went through homelessness, shelters, you had to go to school, you had to work a bullshit job to get a better job and a better job. They don't want none of that. They just want the shiny shit.
Mm-hmm. They want the resorts.
My brothers, can you pause right there? What you just said? That's the part that I'm not understanding, how the Black community know the struggles that man went through for 30 years. And to hear a white woman say before his case ever hit her desk, she already made up her mind she was going to give him 30 years.
Okay, Nisi, I don't think you was, okay, hold, sir, and J-Rock, piggyback me on this because I may say this wrong. About a week ago, we had a panel about the secret 30 and the reference of the number 30 as it plays out to this, that, the third.
Mm-hmm.
When you see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That number symbolizes something. And let's get to this, and I'm gonna touch on this and get off, because we get ready to be like Uncle Luke. Nisi, pay attention to every judge, politician, and lawyer. They all posture themselves a certain way. You know why? Because most judges who are male were lawyers first. But most of them are all on what they call a square. See, I keep telling you, everything go a certain way. If you go back to the root of why OJ beat it and he had Johnny Cochran, I guarantee you somewhere in there, Johnny Cochran was a traveling man. He may not have traveled with a particular group, but he's a traveling man.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how these things go down. Trials go so long, and when you walk in the courtroom in the first 5 minutes, you'll see a person stand a certain way or position themselves a certain way. And the person is given a response.
Yeah, the hand,
No, it's a response.
their hand over their fist and all that.
Hey. So these things play out a certain way. They will already be predetermined. That's why I say to you, when you stop being one of the good old boys, you ossified. That's a big school word I learned that means fuck. Sound a lot better when you say ossified. Make me sound educated, don't it? If I say fuck, make me sound dumb like I'm from the street. You gotta play that game. Farrakhan been telling us for years. You know, they didn't fear Farrakhan because of his color. They feared Farrakhan of his education. And when Muammar Gaddafi got behind him with the power of Libya, I believe, oh, wow, oh, no. That's like in Malcolm X. The first thing they didn't care about nothing he had did. When they seen that man walk out, throw his hand up, and point in the direction, the first thing they said was, oh, this guy got too much goddamn power.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're afraid of, the power. If they can't control you and they know you got that much power, either you roll with the good old boys or you don't. And what you got to do is, if you don't roll, you got to fall back and fall off the face of the earth, so to speak. It's like you did, but you're still breathing.
Same thing Russell Simmons did.
And listen, it's a lot of folks still call Russ. Russ told you, oh, whatever. I even give you the best example ever. It's a few of us on here. Most deaf moved from the United States to some country. Everybody think most deaf fell off. Dave Chappelle said, I'm sure most got more money than you think. But hey, I don't know nothing about most. We're gonna talk about y'all same day.
And Shine did the same thing.
Right. All you gotta do is pay. When you pay close attention, I even give you. How you think Mace managed to escape the whole thing? Mace, who Mace hooked up with? Who he hooked up with? Creflo Dollar.
The church.
They say Creflo Dollar got so much dirt. They say folk got so much dirt on Creflo Dollar. Guess what Creflo did? Creflo came out. He snatched Mace. He spoke a few times, and he fat Joe. You don't even hear nothing about Creflo no more.
Mm-hmm. Because the church has its own sector of that elite that I want to be part of.
Now, I'm going to give y'all this last one, and I told you I watched the Wild. Anybody in the panel will chat, Google Atlanta. Jamal Bryant left from Baltimore.
Ding dong.
He left
Case
from Baltimore
closed.
with all that drama. Pause. No homo. Baltimore know Jamal won't keep his thing in his pants. Pause. No homo. Atlanta don't know that.
So I know that, baby.
So look, guess what he did? He took his dick on the road. Pause. And guess what?
Road trip.
Look, same shit, different bowl.
Yep.
Look, he playing the game.
Like it's golden.
Yeah. The biggest thing came out about Jamal was T.D. Jakes was going to buy that man a G1. A $2 billion jet. $2 million jet. Look what he did. He said, you know what? If I change situations, I still liable to get this jet. Hence, Jamal Bryant went to Morehouse on a DVD. That's unheard of. Or pardon me, like my man, like he said on Martin, that's preposterous. You can't walk into Morehouse without taking the SAT and the ACT. Here it is, he walked in with a GED that he probably brought on BET. Come on.
He undercut old boy too. He was part of that scandal with the what's his name, the one that died there. He helped put that scandal out on that man.
Listen, check this out. I just told somebody in the thing, this whole thing about kids is only magnified because of Pizzagate. The smoke and mirrors is robbed. It ain't on the Clinton family no more. It ain't on all them folks over there. That's why I keep saying to you, smoke and mirrors can make people believe anything.
Like a magic show.
All you gotta do is the next time on YouTube, Google the magician's trick about how he stays suspended in water or something. The magician show you how he do it. He's not even in the water. He's behind another piece of glass. Chilling. But we perceive it as he's still in the water. Smoke and mirror.
The illusion.
Yeah. That's all folks do all the time. That's just like all you Madden fans. Back in the day, it was Tecmo Bowl.
Yep.
With the Control Alt Delete and Bo Jackson doing the spin. But now y'all call it the Lamar Jackson move. Same goddamn move. Same shit.
Yep.
My brother, you still in Baltimore, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so is the 16-year-old girl that, well, she ain't 16 now. The one Jamal Bryant got pregnant. Is she still there in Baltimore?
I dare not speak on it because I don't have enough intel on that. But I'm almost sure she is. But see,
since he has so much negative to say about Rob.
But see, you got to remember this. Again, Jamal Bryant is another one of them boys.
Mm-hmm.
We got about 10 minutes, y'all. So we're going to hold
Yeah, Jamal Brown's a fraud.
Well, I have something to say. I'm not willing to be a pass around to be in that circle. You ain't about to pass me around like no Thanksgiving turkey.
I'm going to say this and I'm going to close out. It's not a pass around. If you play your position, you're going to get all the rewards. And
I don't want my reward on earth.
If I'm correct, somebody somewhere said R. Kelly was asked by some prince or some high distinguished gentleman, dignitary, overseas to sing a song somewhere, and he refused to sing. Is that correct?
I remember that.
See, I keep telling y'all, it's when that phone rings, sometimes you just gotta answer it and just say yes. Or sometimes you gotta walk past it. But once you answer it, you gotta be willing to go through with the whole conversation that somebody's trying to have on our line.
Well, that was what Minister Farrakhan told him, because he did not answer the call to the devil, and there was some things that he spoke up against that he refused to allow to continue on with. That's why they said, no deal. We gonna do whatever we have to do to come back at you and come back for you. But like he told him, you just be thankful that you did not answer the call that they wanted you to answer. You answered the call that God told you to answer. Because at the end of the day, you are going to win.
So I'm going to leave you with this. Nisi, I don't know if you've ever seen it. Hello, Nisi? You there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
I don't know if you've seen this, but I know my gentlemen have seen this. Nisi, as my man Calagio says in the Bronx Tale, he says, I don't know, Father. Your man might be bigger than my man up there, but down here, my man is bigger than your man. So I'm saying that to say, up there, God may have final say, but clearly down here, he should have picked that goddamn phone up. Because if that was the devil or whoever, when they doubled back, he knew they was doubling back. And he knew how it was going to go down the pipe. But at that point, it was too late. Sad to say it, and I hope nothing happens to him past this. He's a casualty of a war that we don't know nothing about. And probably we should not even inquire about it because it's like they say, it's out my pay grade. And I love your energy. Again, I don't wish nothing negative on the guy. I don't even speak on it because I don't have enough information, nor some things are just best, you don't talk about. Like the Baltimore Ravens. I don't speak on it. It ain't my thing. I just let some things just be. And I try to focus on the issues I got with me and what I need to correct and keep right and keep focus on. Because if you spend too long watching somebody else's money, you're never going to get your own. I got love for everybody. Hope you listen. And again, watch the wire. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
I'm out.
Salute. Coming through, man. You did your shit tonight.
Peace.
We on the closing, man. We got about 8 minutes. I'm gonna hit down on the 3-hour mark, man.
Okay.
But
well, I'm gonna go ahead. I guess I'm going to start out with my part.
Hold on, Lo.
What?
You got 120 seconds.
Really, Vi?
No, just go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not.
Yeah, you got 120 seconds. Hey, yeah, I know the bitch. I got 4 hours, the video and audio.
I'm just saying, really, you channeling your inner Tim Savage right now at this moment?
I just trying to make my million.
I can't get my million. He had my wife for life. Like God.
But,
got my three daughters, Jaquisha, Jaquanda, Jaririus, Jaquanda, Sirius, and Dejarnada, and we're starting a clothing line.
Wow.
What about 10 minutes? Go ahead, J-Rob.
I swear, I think that man's still upset because he didn't get that endorsement deal from Soul Glow, but
or The Baby by Cass Jones. Oops.
Birthday, Gail. Everybody tell Gail happy birthday. Gail Hardaway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gail.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gail, for me and Lo.
Oh Lord. Sir Miguel gone?
Yeah, I think he dipped out. But I kind of wanted to go back a little bit what he said earlier as I close. He mentioned about our buying power as Black people and everything in regards to how we actually can be able to really do some major damage. And you talked about, and I think Nisi, you talked about Chicago. There was I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a documentary a few years back called A Funny Business, and it was about a Black comedy club in Chicago called All Jokes Aside. And that club was one of the biggest comedy clubs in the country. And it was so huge that all of the kings of comedy and all the queens of comedy went through their doors. Any major Black comedian that's ever made it or made a name for themselves has been through the doors of that club. It was one of the most professional, successful comedy clubs out. And you were guaranteed, if you made it on that set, you were guaranteed to get paid. Got a Black businessman by the name of Raymond Lambert actually ran that club. I'm sorry, about what's up?
Now I was addressing Rosa Johnson. Say this her first time being here, so y'all know what we do as a family. Let's welcome our long lost
Welcome,
welcome
baby.
our long lost cousin to the family.
Welcome.
Welcome. Go get you a plate.
Get your
Eddie's on
plate.
the grill. Get you a rib. Get the whole rib. Get you some greens. Go talk to the peepers. Welcome.
Get that big cup of red Kool-Aid.
And we got a little dirty rice on the side for you.
Oh no, don't say the dirty rice. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you know we at the family reunion now.
We got the
Uncle
clean rice over there.
Uncle-
Dirty.
the slides with the socks, on the grill.
And after it's all over, we gonna have that good old backyard party.
Gonna play some R. Kelly.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure. I don't know how much aluminum foil we're gonna have left.
Go ahead, J Rock. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what I was saying, it's a real deep documentary. Like I said, it's called A Funny Business, because if it wasn't for that comedy club, all jokes aside, Def Comedy Jam would have never been in existence. And it was actually going to blow up really big. And the downfall of it happened, ironically, was due to a black politician. If you get a chance to see it, like I said, it's called A Funny Business. It's real. It's real deep.
You said a movie?
It's kind of like a movie / documentary.
I probably can find it on Fire Stick.
You might be able to look, but the name of the club is called All Jokes Aside.
Okay.
It's about that black comedy club in Chicago, and it was so big the Chicago Bears and the Chicago Bulls hung out there too. But like I said,
I remember All Jokes Aside with Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, all the kings of comedy been through their doors, all of them. All the queens of comedy too.
What's queen? Talking about She Red?
Yeah, not her, but
what's her name? I know she did, because and give it up for her, Cheryl Underwood. She spoke highly and still speaks highly of. She said, "That's my friend," of Robert.
I could have swore she was ready.
But I'm gonna dip on out, and I do appreciate it. And there was one other thing, and I don't have a Bible verse on me, but I do have a verse from a song Bun B did, Bun B UGK did, called "The Story." And the one verse on the story, he said, "I had the devil on my back, got me drinking and drugging. I had a choice, get back to rapping or thugging. So I walked into my bedroom, got down on my knees, put my hands together, and I prayed, Lord, please let me get past this bridge over waters that's troubled and get back up on my ground on the double." He said, "Son, don't worry, because it's not really as hard as it seems, and I can turn your nightmares back into dreams. You just gotta stay true to yourself and to see and push away from the devil and get closer to me."
Amen.
Hello.
And when I heard that verse, I said that was one of the most powerful songs that Bun B ever did. When he talked about the ups and downs with him and Pimp C went through at UGK, everything they went through from the time they met to the time he was screaming "Free Pimp C" when he got out, and that song broke everything down. And that one verse right there was one of the most powerful verses that he ever did.
And that whole diary of Sweet James Jones, man, ooh, Lord have mercy.
Man, but I appreciate everybody. Much love to everybody, and definitely looking forward to congregating with y'all very, very soon.
You know, ain't no to-go trays at this cookout now. So make sure you
I noticed it because you don't have no aluminum foil around here no way, so I can't take nothing on.
I could have sworn you was ready.
I swear I thought you had some. Can't have no black cookout, no aluminum foil. What's wrong with you?
The white took it off.
Better go to the dollar store and get you some plastic containers.
If you're taking those to-go tray from here, you should have brought whoever you're taking it to with you. So next time, tell your friends about what's going on over here and bring them with you. You know, we need everybody to eat while we at the table together. No to-go trays when you leave. So thank you for coming. Thank you for blessing us. And like I said, we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to push good, positive information. And, man, this is what it's about. Family, man. United we stand, divided we fall.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too.
You too, J-Rock.
Bye, with that sexy voice. Oh, Lord, forgive me.
Baby. Okay, I'll go next so I can get on up out of here too. I just want to say, Vi, you know, you always bringing it in, and you're older than what you say you are.
21.
You just, I mean, sweetheart, you got an old soul, and I will put you up to any older man any day, because you can stand the test, because you got what's needed, and that our young people need to hear more of you, because at the end of the day, they're not the children of tomorrow, they're the children of today. And if we don't teach them now, we don't know where our children are going to end up. And I pray and hope that somebody can just say a word or something to help our kids to understand that the way that they're going now, they don't need to go that way no more, because that way is the wrong way. And with that being said, I'm just wanting you to continue to do more, speak more, and continue to press more of that power that you have forward, and don't stand back. Just push it. And we got you. We're gonna hold you up as long as you can just push it. We just need you to push more.
Thank you so much. And I most definitely will, because like I say, when I started this journey, I didn't have a vision, but it's clear. You know,
you had a vision. You didn't realize you had a vision, because the vision was already written at Calvary. So you got a vision, and you just gonna make it plain so that the people can understand the vision and understand that we as a people, we need each other. I can't make it without you. You can't make it without me. And with that being said, we got to uplift each other. I'm praying mightily for Tiffany and whoever this other person is, and more. You know, I'm praying for my brother Robert, and also Mr. Cosby. I don't know if everybody know this. He has another trial he's got to go through, which makes no goddamn sense.
It's crazy.
But then y'all, and I have to say it's our fault, because we're sitting here allowing it to be, when they've done nothing to that woman that did what she did to Emmett Till, lied on this man, and they dropped that and told us that we're gonna drop it and y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it, period. But we sitting here allowing them to run Mr. Cosby from one end of the country to the other end on lies and scandals and extortion. We got to stop. We've got to stop it. We've got to stop it. It's going to have to take one to say, you know what, Nisimo, how many people can you round up? Sir Miguel, how many people can you round up? Bless, how many people can you round up? EJ, how many people can you round up? J-Rock, how many people can you round up? Can you get off your job? We got to go and protect our own. and we can't protect them laying in this bed where I am. We got to go to Capitol Hill, where everybody, they go there, we've got to get there.
When them folks felt like they did Trump wrong, what they did?
Huh?
What they did?
They went and took charge.
These people
and didn't have no problem with, and they took charge and said, yeah, I'm willing to do my time. Yeah. But I still stand for what I stand for.
Yeah. Yeah. We have yet to see that. Besides when it's police brutality. But police brutality ain't the only issue that we have in this world culture. You know.
And we're our issue. And we've got to tell the people, if you're not gonna stand with me, and excuse my friend, get your ass out the way and let me go and do what I have to do. Because I promise you, at the end of the day, it's him today, it'll be you in a few minutes. Not tomorrow, but in a few minutes. As we're seeing right now. Tiffany, sweetheart, take just do it public. You publicly humiliated Robert publicly. Go publicly and apologize publicly, and watch God work. But if you keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna trying to think that you're gonna just slide your way up out of this, no, it's gonna only get worse for you.
Mm-hmm. That's it, man. Repent, and you know, you understand that. But we ain't gonna do to people what they did to our brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're not. We gonna pray for you.
We gonna pray for you. We stand behind you, and guess what? You know, we gonna let the justice system do what it do. You know, it ain't for us to crucify you. We gonna show you we just want to show people the correct way to stand beside their brother. It ain't about bashing a person when they down. It ain't about, you know, kicking a person while they down. It ain't about talking about them, trashing them. No, it's about saying, look, I'm standing with you, and if you done something, we just want to make sure the justice system handle you in the correct way. You know, we
already know it's not going to be correct, because the justice system, as I've stated before, and I'm going to continue to say, until that scale is leveled out with their people and ours, I can't stand with the justice system. I work for these people. I work for them, and at sometimes they still call, but I promise y'all that justice is not for us.
Because
it's not for us.
We make them hold. We can't hold them accountable because we too busy talking about each other when it comes time to hold these people accountable, to put the spotlight on them. Them people knew for a fact if they publicized this case with Robert Kelly, it would be public outcry all over the world.
No, they know that it would have been just like they did in LA when that riot, how they tore up that city. It would have been the same way.
But you know what? We don't want the public to know. We can tear Robert Kelly down on television, but we are not going to allow people to watch the truth unfold. They say if they want to know the truth, get the transcripts. What they say, we don't read as a culture.
And then they're telling us now, okay, what did they tell us? They knew that we was reading the transcripts, so they're going to try to throw it off on Jennifer, talking about you can't talk about the case as long as the case is going on. You got to be crazy.
Unethical, man.
But what we're not going to do, we're not going to still allow them to take what we have, the control that we have, the abilities that we have. We got what we need. We need to get off of our do-nothings and get up and do something.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome, everybody who just coming in. We closing out. You know, we've been on here for 3 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm just letting everybody make closing so we can wrap it up.
Well, I'm going to close mine with a scripture. For the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thou comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, so that my cup can run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Amen.
Good night, everybody. I love you guys.
Love you too.
So you want to go EJ, bless one?
All I can say is telling Godspeed and make up the future of hope within the black community and the black people as a whole.
You got hear you, EJ. You sound real low. You still there, EJ?
Yeah, I'm here. I had to go some place where you can hear me.
Okay.
I said all I can say is to tell them Godspeed, and much praise and much mercy on us as black people in the community and as a whole. 'Cause we are at a state of emergency.
Most definitely. Most definitely. We crying out. We crying out right.
Hmm.
Our
We done
coach.
shed a lot of blood and we done screamed a lot of cries. So the future will hold us.
What Joe Clark say? Get the chain off the door. Get the chain off the door. They here.
Hmm.
It's here. Sir Miguel is here.
Yes, sir.
It's here. You know. So I appreciate you, EJ, man. I thank you every time you come up on the panel. I mean, I enjoy your knowledge. You drop a lot of jewels in the chat. You come on, you speak when you have to. And I just want to tell you, brother, keep on doing a good job you're doing. Keep on advocating. Keep on standing up. Because it's some people out there, that you motivating somebody. You know, you gonna motivate somebody. A lot of us, it takes courage to stand up, especially behind situations that we stand up for. That ain't the likable thing to do. But I salute you for standing alongside of all of us that stand up. Because that's a good deed being done. So continue to do your thing, brother. Always bringing the facts, always bringing the truth, and not the juice, as my boy Black CEO say.
That's right. I appreciate this too, Big Val. Thank you. And
Well,
thank you,
definitely.
Sir Miguel. And bless one.
Blessing, sir.
But
Bless one is all you.
all right, I got Proverbs 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall I add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them about the neck. Write them upon the table of your heart. So shall you find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be health to your navel and marrow to your bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and your presses shall burst with new wine. My son, despise not the chastisement, of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father does his son. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. And I'm going to stop there.
Man,
Amen.
it's what it's about, man. You know, this is why we have to close these. We have to bless these. We have to bless this platform, and it's important that we close it out this way because these scriptures, the prayers, that will secure everything that we talk about. This how we secure and lock everything that we speak about when we come on these lives. We end in a prayer so that God lock everything in tight. This is what it's about. I hope each and every one of the people in the chat, this family that we are building over here, if we can continue to motivate people, they gonna bring people. Each one reach one. I appreciate y'all. I can't thank everybody that's bold enough to come up on this platform. You know, I can't thank y'all enough, man. It's not an easy thing to do. So I'm at this point I'm seeing Sir Miguel, do you want to say the closing prayer? How you feel about that?
I'll just say this, dear Heavenly Father, thank you
Oh,
for
I'm gonna say
those.
my verse first. If you gonna do that, then I'm
Okay,
gonna say my verse, and then you can close
okay,
us out. We gonna
okay.
make sure everybody throw their plate in the trash. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Cups laying on the table. I ain't trying to clean up behind nobody. So
No, I'm sleep on the table. She gotta get me up.
now y'all, hey, we come to the end. We've come to the end of the family reunion. Everybody, make sure you clean up behind yourself. Like I say, ain't no to-go trays. If y'all want to feed somebody, y'all got to bring them over here. Make them a part of the family. Go tell somebody about the good that's going on over here. But I'm coming from Psalms 30:5. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Joy, yeah.
People understand all the things all the situation that you're going through is only temporary. You have a sickness, temporary. Financial, temporary. Love, temporary. Stressing, temporary. Every day that you lay down and close your eyes and are blessed to see another day is a new start to a new journey. Let's stop holding on to the past. Let's stop holding on to those things that's bounding us from moving forward in life. Let's take each and every day to make it better than the last day. We have to release those burdens, man. We have to give those burdens to God. And when we give them to God, we gotta let go and let God be who He is. We trying to move forward. We trying to grow over here, man. We trying to grow as a people. We trying to grow in love. We trying to grow in favor. So just remember, man. Let's not make temporary situations permanent. Brother, Sir Miguel,
Yes, sir.
you had a flow, my brother.
I'll say this, my good people. Remember, Jesus had 12 disciples. One was a Judas. Everybody that sit at the table ain't your friend. But the table that God creates, there are no enemies. So I say this to you all. The greatest enemy that lies is within ourselves. Until we release that enemy and allow God to control our life and lead us in a proper direction, we will always have an enemy. But as long as we trust in Him, we have no enemies. Remember, haters are a part of the process, but you rise above the process from those haters so that love can be created, that you may have an abundance life, a joyous life, and a creative life. But as long as you live by God's word, you have the victory. And I'll say this, and I'll say this again. The devil has no room, no place in your home. And guess what? In the end, God has the victory. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Y'all know what? It's been good. We closing out, man. We closing out. I thank each and every one of y'all for coming over and taking out the time to spend time with the family. But y'all ain't gotta go to sleep. Y'all ain't gotta go to sleep. Go tell somebody about what went on over here today, so they can come check it out on the replay. We also got the
Absolutely.
replay gang over here. So I thank each and every one of you. Love each and every one of y'all. Bless each and every one of y'all abundantly. Until next.
Good night.
Good night. Salute.
Salute.
I'll see y'all on the next panel. All right.
Okay, blessings.
Yes, sir. Good night, guys.
Blessings. All right.
Yeah.